This is North Knox Warrior Football on 105.7 The Ride at WUZR.com. North Knox Warrior Football presented by Hamilton DeKalb. Call Randy Hamilton today for your best play in your fields with DeKalb Seed from Hamilton DeKalb. Ileana Irrigation, your Ranky irrigation dealer. Quest Orthopedics on Willow Street in Vincennes. Get answers, get results, get Quest. By Save-A-Lot Food Stores, 15th and Willow Streets in Vincennes. Save up to 40% when you shop at Save-A-Lot. Graber Post Buildings on the Odin Kenneberg Road. Post up and score with a new building from Graber Post. By Stephen Hobbs from Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood. See Stephen Hobbs, Farm Bureau Insurance, for your best deal. And by McDonald's in Vincennes at Bicknell. McDonald's, I'm loving it. Now for the play-by-play of North Knox Warrior Football. The voice of the Warriors, Tom Lee and Ed Elliott.
And good evening, everyone, and welcome to Roy Williams Field, where the North Knox Warriors get ready to take on the Linton Miners. Ed Elliott alongside and Ed, the North Knox Warriors. In all of the memory that we've had here, we've been around since 2003 as a broadcast team. I do not remember one time where North Knox has played well from beginning to end on this field.
No, you're right, Tom, and I think that's a situation where when you look at North Knox and how they've kind of hit Linton at the times when Linton has been really strong, North Knox has had a strong team, but they just can't match the tenacity that Linton brings to the table typically year in and year out for the last 15 years.
Well, the North Knox Warriors had a short week. They had 6 days to prepare after what was I just have to use the word amazing 24 hours where they were able to get a game together with the Bombers of Rensselaer Central over at Covington High School, game we did last week. And Ed, a few things stand out to me about that game. Number one, I thought it was a great level of competition for North Knox to prepare, especially for this game and the final 3 games of the season. And number two, for 24 hours of notice, both of those teams played some bang-up football.
Well, they did, Tom, and I think North Knox, we're seeing gradual and steady improvement with those younger players.
We'll be back after this 90-second break. We're back in 90 seconds. You're listening to North Knox Warrior Football, 105.7 The Ride at WUZR.com.
Farming isn't easy. If it were, everybody would be doing it. Irrigating your fields, however, can be easy with a call to Ileana Irrigation, your local Reinke dealer. With innovative products like the Reinke Touch Screen Control Panel and Navigator GPS systems, the irrigation professionals at Ileana Irrigation are ready to provide you with a dependable, easy-to-use Reinke system that will add yield and profit to your operation. Farming isn't easy, but partnering with Ileana Irrigation and Reinke is an easy choice to make. Reinke, more right than rain at Ileana Irrigation, your local irrigation experts.
Save up to 40% on your groceries at Save-A-Lot. Amazing quality, fantastic prices, satisfaction guaranteed, or 100% money back. Fresh meat is cut in store daily, and special orders on meat are available.
Fresh bone-in pork sirloin roast is 69 cents a pound. In Farmington, 40-ounce hickory smoked bacon is $7.99. 3-pound bags of yellow onions are $1.49, and 30.6 ounces of Maxwell House Original Roast coffee is $4.99.
Shop and save at your Vincennes Save-A-Lot, where bananas are 44 cents a pound every day.
If you haven't heard, the state of Indiana is paying for Ivy Tech classes in some certificate programs through the Next Level Jobs program. These certificates are short-term training that can lead to quality employment in many fields, including healthcare and information technology. If you need education and training to prepare for a new career quickly, apply to Ivy Tech today and ask them about Indiana's Next Level Jobs program. Apply at ivytech.edu/apply now. Classes start October 26th and January 19th.
And back once again here at Roy Williams Field, and we want to welcome our newest Warrior broadcast sponsor, Tough Cuts Fabrication, 110 South Main Street in downtown Bicknell, cheering on the football Warriors. A reminder, Tough Cuts is your hometown fabricator, locally owned and operated by Holly Phipps. And Tough Cuts Fabrication specializes in custom monograms, address signs, and more. They fabricated Sideline Sports Grill sign, and they can do yours too. Your favorite designs, logos, decorative art, they can all be fabricated from metal. They make the Tough Cuts look easy. It's Tough Cuts Fabrication. Check them out on Facebook and check out their work online at toughcutsfabrication.com. Call 812-890-1837.
And Tom, now it's time for the Yoakum Key to Winning. Yoakum, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat as the key to your next new or used vehicle purchase. They're your key to a vehicle buying victory at Yoakum, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat, next to Kohl's on Hart Street in Vincennes. Tom, in my estimation, North Knox needs to get out strong early. If they can score first, I think it gives them a lot of momentum and a lot of, they can put more pressure on Linton. Second, I think North Knox is going to have to really play aggressive and physical on defense. They cannot let Linton take the game to them at the line of scrimmage. And so we'll watch that tonight and see if North Knox can have those keys to a Yoakum winning edge.
And I agree with you in this point, Ed, and that is to kind of piggyback on your point. When Linton attacks, they attack early, and one thing they have done is they kind of break your will in a sense in the first quarter. And when you look at the scoreboard, and let's say like 28-0, 35-0, something like that, they pretty much got you beat even before the second quarter begins. And I tend to agree with that in that if North Knox can score first, I think that may kind of take a little bit of that bite out of what Linton usually does in the first period.
Yeah, Linton usually they're pretty deep. They've got a sophomore quarterback that has really come into his own this year and has made I think a big difference for Linton and how they go about playing the game. Now, I think North Knox is they haven't been able to pass the ball very well the last couple of games. They've improved in the passing game, but last week against the Rensselaer Bombers, they just didn't have a good passing game, and I think that is also going to be critical to this ball game tonight.
And in fact, when he talked with us during the North Knox Tonight Show last night, Coach Josh Chambers said North Knox has to have a 70% passing performance, and it was something that Reese Hamelman going into the game with Rensselaer was about 65% on the passing, and he has to be able to find that passing touch, and I believe, Ed, also he has to hit multiple receivers.
Yeah, and part of that is the receivers getting themselves open, Tom.
Yeah.
And if they get themselves open and make some good cuts and good moves, I think that North Knox could give Linton some competition. Now, in all honesty, should they? Would any of the experts say North Knox should give Linton a tough game? No. I think most people will look at this game and think Linton is going to be a 20 to 30 point favorite. But North Knox, they have come up here sometimes and played really tough for a half. Now let's see if they can put it together for an entire game.
And the starting lineup now presented by Save-A-Lot, where you can start saving up to 40% on your food bill. The trip to Save-A-Lot, where bananas are just 44 cents a pound every day at Save-A-Lot, 15th and Willow in Vincennes. For the Linton Miners, you mentioned their sophomore quarterback, Hunter Jennings, will be a quarterback, 5'10", 175 at his sophomore. His running back is Drew Smith. He is 6'2", 215, and a junior. The wing backs in their double wing formation, Trey Goodman, 6'1", 175 and a senior. And also Kalen Padgett, he is 5'8", 160, and he is a junior as well. And the wide receiver is Eli Poe. He is 6'1", 160, and he is a junior. Up front, Damian Giles anchors the line. He is 6'2", 220, and a senior. The guards are Donovan DeRule. He is 6 foot, 275, and a junior. And also Wrigley Franklin, 6'2", 220, and a sophomore. Aiden Giles actually at one tackle, 6'2" and 230, and a sophomore, Landon Giles at 6'2", 230, and a senior, the other tackle position, and Brian Oliver, the head coach of the Linton Miners. For North Knox, they'll go like this. Reese Hamelman at quarterback, 6 foot, 175, and a senior. And his wingback, Holtman Dode, 6 foot, 155, and a junior. Running back, Rhett Sherrod at 6 foot, 190, and he is a junior. The fullback will be Zach Boyle, 6 foot, 180, and a senior. And the tight ends, Blake Long, 5'9", 150, and a senior, and Brant Trinkle, 5'11", 145, and he is a senior as well. Up front, it will be Gunnar Thompson, 5'11", 250, and a junior. He will be at the center position. The guards, Bo Nolan, 6'2", 225, and a junior, and Braden Page at 5'10", 210, and a senior. And the tackles, Landon Worstel, 6'2", 185, and a sophomore, and Dylan Bond, a sophomore at 5'11", and 225. Josh Chambers, the head coach of the North Knox Warriors. And Ed, we're about set for this one. We are about, according to the clock, about 6.5 minutes away from tonight's kickoff.
Yeah, Tom, this is kind of interesting. We're coming into the time of year. It won't be long before that draw for the sectional. And it's interesting this year. It almost looks like the sectional could potentially be wide open with a new dark horse that has come to the forefront.
Exactly right. We'll have to see what happens with that. It's been an 8-team sectional. North Knox made it to the sectional final a year ago, wound up losing to the modern-day Wildcats at Warrior Stadium. And I'd be interested to see, even though the team is a little different from a year ago, how it happens with this ball club about whether or not it will help them going into this tournament with that run they made a year ago.
Well, I think you see this year you've got Tell City that has really shown to be the class of the sectional teams, and whether they can sustain that, I don't know. Now, the one thing I think that hurts Linton going into the sectional is that, except for a couple of teams, their schedule is really pretty weak, and they just aren't used to playing against the top teams that would prepare them for what they may face on down the road.
And Linton, by the way, last week won at Cougar Valley 50-14 over North Davies. North Knox, in fact, will go there coming up next week to take on the North Davies Cougars. That'll be a 7 o'clock start time, and again right here on 105.7 The Ride, WUZR.com. Some of the other games going on tonight around the area. It's our scoreboard update presented by Ivy Tech, so you can score for your future career. Ivy Tech, campuses across the area for your convenience. Some of the other games in the Southwest Conference tonight. Long trip for North Decatur coming up from near Greensburg to play at Cougar Valley tonight against North Davies. That game starting about a half an hour from now. Also tonight, North Central at Riverton Park and Owen Valley at Eastern. SIAC had in a sneaky good game tonight is the North Huskies, who've really played well so far this year, heading to take on the Vincennes Lake Analysis at Edmond Field.
Yeah, Vincennes Lincoln is getting the opportunity to get broken in right with the new conference setup.
Yes, indeed. First year in the SIAC. They played a lot of SIAC teams in the past, but this year officially in conference. Also tonight, Bosse at Modern Day, Central at Harrison, Wrights at Memorial. Actually, it's Wrights at Wrights Memorial, actually, and Jasper at Castle. And again, that Jasper-Castle game, probably the best of the bunch.
Yeah, Jasper's really strong this year.
Some other games to mention, Tell City, they're at home tonight against Princeton. This has kind of been a COVID-adjusted week in the PAC. A lot of teams out of that thing. 3 games tonight in conference. Princeton at Tell City, South Spencer at Southridge, and Washington at the Jungle taking on Heritage Hills, who are at the bottom right now of the big school division at 2-4 and 0-3 in conference. Who'd ever thought we'd say that?
Well, Tom, when you look at this, as we get down to the sectional, as I was leading into, when you think about it, what could really change teams' whole perspective is if right there in sectional week they can't play, and it just takes them out of the game.
By the way, quickly in the WIC tonight, Sullivan will be at home against Edgewood. Some other games, Brown County at South Putnam, Cloverdale at Greencastle, Indianapolis Manual traveling to Indian Creek, and Northview at Guerin Catholic, Owen Valley at Eastern, and West Vigo at North Putnam.
And Tom, we're just about getting ready. It looks like North Knox is going to kick off there to our left, and Linton will be receiving on the end zone to our right or the south. And this is time now for the Ileana Irrigation Kickoff. Kick off your next big yield with the Reinke Irrigation System from Ileana Irrigation in Vincennes. And now, with all the play-by-play of tonight's game, the voice of the Warriors, Tom Lee.
Thank you very much, Ed Elliott. Great to have you with us. You are listening to North Knox Warrior Football right here on 105.7 The Ride, WUZR, Bicknell, Vincennes, and WUZR.com. And a wonderful night for football. Absolutely still conditions, somewhere maybe temperature 61, 62 degrees as we kick this thing off.
Yeah, it's really perfect. The field looks to be in great condition, and you couldn't ask for a better environment for high school football.
So the North Knox Warriors in their white uniforms, black letters and numerals trimmed in red, and the Linton Miners in their home blue uniforms with the red and white numerals trimmed in red. The uniforms actually they wore a couple of years ago, Ed, when they won the state title.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Maybe it's inspirational to them.
By the way, Hunter Johns will go back to return, one of the 2 return men for the Linton Miners. And also back, it looks like, is Kalen Paget. So Holt Mendoza about ready to kick this thing off for the North Knox Warriors, and we're ready for week 7 of the North Knox Warriors and Linton Miners regular football season. 5th game for the Warriors. Again, they lost 2 games back in week 3 and 4 due to COVID-19. Holt Mendoza about to kick it off. Here it is, right down the middle of the field. Now it's going to go off to about the right of it to 15. Going to be picked up there at the 20. 25, and he's going to go down about to the 29-yard line. So the return that time out of Hunter Johns back to the 29. That's where Linton will have it 1st and 10.
Oh, good field position. Pretty good coverage there by North Knox. They were down there quickly.
And he was able to get through about the first line of defenders, but then got caught up by that second wave, and so the Warriors make him start off at the 29, 1st and 10, and so we'll see the sophomore quarterback for the Linton Miners, Hunter Jennings, double wing formation, and we'll see he will start under center, it looks like. Here's a man up the middle, and it's going to get hit and brought down past the 30, maybe about the 32. Just a small gain that time, maybe to the 33, so give him a gain, it looks like maybe about 4. And I believe that time, Ed, it was Drew Smith who took that football. So give him a gain of 3, 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, it looked like, what did I see, 13?
Yep.
Drew Smith, yes.
So 2nd down and 7. Jennings at quarterback, this time still under center. Backs that time in the offset off to his left. Hand up the middle, not much that time. He looked like they're going to try a quick handoff, and it didn't get much. 3rd down. Got about a yard. And so he went to the up man that time, and I think possibly that time the other running back.
I couldn't see it, Tom.
Maybe Goodman that time, I would guess. 3rd down and about 7. It's hard to see the numbers sometimes. Shotgun formation for Jennings. Man in motion coming across right. Now they're going to reset it. 2 wide receivers out to the right. Here's Jennings back to throw. The rolls right. He throws it downfield. It's going to be caught at the 40-yard line. 1st down out of bounds at midfield. So just a nice little roll out that time and able to get the hit before the 1st down to get the ball into North Knox territory. Nice, actually, where are they going to put it down at? They're going to put it down about to the 46 of Linton. So 1st and 10 right there. So he didn't get quite as much room as I thought he would that time. And that was, I believe, Eli Poe on that one. So 1st and 10. He's going to pitch it outside. Bringing it around Smith. Drew Smith gets outside. He's going to get hit and brought down right at midfield. It's a gain of about 4 for Drew Smith that time. It'll be 2nd down. Actually, give him a gain of 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4 at the North Knox 49.
Yeah, that was number 15, Trey Goodman.
Okay, so Goodman takes that one. You'll have to forgive us. The numbers are a little bit tough to make. He got a gain of about 5, actually, call it that. 2nd down and 5. All North Knox territory just near the 49-yard line. So shotgun this time for Jennings. He's going to hand it off up the middle. Crossbuck play. Now he's going to go outside. He got the ball. He's going to go straight forward past the 40 into North Knox territory down to the 39-yard line. So a nice run that time out of Kalen Paget. 2nd 1st down for Linton. They move it down to the North Knox 40. 1st and 10 right there. So that time they did a really nice job of deception. Got the ball down to the 40. Under center, here's Jennings. Handoff up the middle, and it's going to be just a straightforward move and down to about the 37. So a gain of about 3 that time. It looks like 2nd down and 7. Maybe 4, 2nd down and 6. So 2nd down and 6, football sitting up right now at about the 36-yard line of North Knox. So Linton on their first drive, it started at the 29. Helped a lot by a big 3rd down pass conversion. So Jennings again in the pistol formation, about 5 yards back, 1 man behind him. He's going to hand it off outside, gets around, 1 man, tries to turn it into the middle, it doesn't happen. Well, he got a fumble. Did the Warriors get it?
They blew it
No,
dead.
they're going to blow it dead. And the ball went that time to Troy Goodman. He tried to run around that side and no gain, maybe a gain of 1, 3rd down and 5. So Trey Goodman doing a good job that time of bringing the ball. North Knox doing a great job of bringing him down on that right defensive side. Ball is on the left hash mark of Linton. 3rd down now, 3rd and 5. They're at the North Knox 35. Jennings. And in motion, he's going to hold it. He's going to roll out right. He's going to get flushed, throw it downfield long, and the ball is incomplete. Had a man open that time, but overthrew him just a little bit as the intended receiver had about a step on his man that time, and it looked like that was Trey Goodman once again, and it's going to be 4th down now, 4th and 5. Big play for the Warriors early. So I had a big play here at 4th and 5.
Yeah, North Knox, if they can hold him this time, it'll be a big play.
Goodman under center, 4th down and 5 for the Miners. Handoff, it's going to be an inside handoff fumble, and the Warriors, I think, fall on it. It doesn't matter who been theirs anyway, and the Warriors do get the recovery. Nice play at the time, and the Warriors pick it up, and that time it was Wesley Boyd.
Yeah, good job there for North Knox. They were really coming out strong. It looked like Linton was trying to kind of fool him with a reverse direction, and it just didn't work that time.
The interior handoff looked like North Knox had it stopped anyway, but he dropped the ball until the Warriors get it at their own 36, 1st and 10.
Yeah, Jake, when you ran that last counter play, they had numbers on us under the short side with the numbers.
Here's the ball, and Reese Hamelman. Reese handed up the middle, pushing forward, and it's Rhett Sharon getting a gain of 5, up to maybe 6, up to the 41. Good first off tackle run right to time on the Warriors.
Hey, listen, one other.
Give a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd down, maybe 4, actually give him 4. 2nd down and 6. So the ball at the 40-yard line. Warriors get 4 on that one. 2nd down at 6. 8:01 in the first quarter of play. No score. North Knox on their opening drive.
And we'll get you with that Quest turnover in just a moment.
Exactly correct. Here's Reese Hamelman. Reese hands it off Holdman. Now he's going to slip, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It looked like he had a couple of yards that time, Ed, but the turf monster got him to be 3rd down. Maybe a loss of a yard that time, 3rd down and 7. And Ed, the Quest turnover, that was the first one for the Warriors.
Yeah, turn over your injury rehabilitation to Dr. Terry Fenwick at Quest Orthopedics. Get answers, get results, get Quest.
Lost about a half a yard on that one. It'll be 3rd down and 7. Here's Reese. Now they're going to reset, and it's going to be a legal motion, or is it?
Yes. No, it's against offsides against Linton.
Okay, so if they call it that, it'll make it a 3rd and 2, and they will. So 5-yard penalty. And so the North Knox Warriors got that movement in the backfield.
Well, they did that
when they're resetting himself.
Yeah, they were shifting, and it drew Linton offsides.
And so they had to set for a second before snapping, and so they got Linton. Now 3rd down and 2.
That makes that 3rd down a lot easier, doesn't it, Tom?
Exactly right. They got the ball at the 45, or 44 actually. And off up the middle, it's going to be pushed forward, and it's going to be just short, about a yard. Trying to lean forward to get the ball to Rhett Sharon. It's going to be just short.
Yeah, it will be short. That was the right call.
Yeah, I thought so too. 4th down and 1. So decision time for the Warriors now. 4th down and 1.
Well, I'd punt it. But he's not going to.
They're going to go for it. I mean, now this is one thing Josh Chambers has done. He has been known to gamble in this part of the field. He's going to gamble here. 4th down and 1.
Or he's going to try to draw a ball, one of the two.
Well, it happened last time. We'll see what happens. Here's Reese. Hamilton, quarterback sneak, 1st down. He goes straight ahead, and he goes right forward. He had to get to the 46. He got to the 48. So the Warriors' first down. Got that 1st down on 4th down, and Ed, it was just a straight quarterback sneak. Warriors get it down to the 47. They had to get needed to 46. They got to 47. 1st and 10 Warriors. Clock moves at 6:15. Let to go to the opening period. That's what we talk about Josh Chambers, Ed. He has been known to gamble. He gambled that time and it came up 7. Reese Hamilton, 1st and 10. Reese going up to the middle. Here's Sharon. He busts into the line of scrimmage. He got about a yard, no more than that. 2nd down.
I'm not sure. Yeah, about a yard, I think.
So 2nd down. 2nd down and Just, exactly 1 yard. Second down and 9. We got the 6 run in front of us, which makes it a little bit easier. Ball sitting right up at the 48-yard line. And let's see what happens. Timeout, possibly Warriors. We'll find out. Looks like an official's timeout right now. So now a timeout taken by the Warriors. So the North Knox Warriors will take a timeout. We'll take one too. We're back after this 30-second break. You're listening to North Knox Warrior football right here on 105.7 The Ride and WUZR.com.
Warrior fans, this is Randy Hamelman at Hamelman Farms, a.k.a. Laid Back Acres. Here at Laid Back Acres, we not only sell DeKalb and Asgrow products, but we are right there with you by planting these products as well. DeKalb and Asgrow seeds are great teammates for you and your farm with proven yield and a disease package that is second to none. Just like DeKalb and Asgrow, Warrior football is up for the challenge and ready to battle all season long. Here at Hamelman Farms, we're proud to be a part of this great community. Go Warriors, and God bless.
And back with Ed Elliott, I'm Tom Lee. And Ed, that commercial is exactly right when you talk about battling and clawing and scraping. That's what they did on 4th down. They had it in a position where most teams would punt. But again, Josh Chambers, a little bit of a gambler that we've seen over the years. This time his gamble paid off as he got that first down he needed.
I think part of the background for that, making that decision, is he sees the improvement in the line over the last few games, and he has confidence that they can do the job to get a couple of 3 yards.
This is where the game against Rensselaer, I think, last week helped them playing Linton.
Yeah.
I really do, because they saw an experienced line in week 1 against Sullivan, but you saw the improvement from week 1 to week 6 last week.
Well, Rensselaer is similar to Linton. They're a very disciplined team, and they've got good talent. The difference is Rensselaer didn't have a good quarterback. I mean, he worked hard, but he just couldn't throw the ball. And I think Linton's got that, so much better than Rensselaer had.
Second down and 9 for the Warriors. Here's Reese Hamelman. Red Sharon off to the left. Sharon going to move out now. They're going to split out this time. Holden Dode's right, Red Sharon left. Zach Boyles. And let's see what happens here. And Reese Hamelman taking his time. And
good grief! What, they didn't know the count or something?
Yeah, it's going to be a false start. I think somebody. Yeah. So move back 5.
Well, they had it set up.
Yeah.
They were doing a good job with it as far as kind of throwing Linton off. They were out of position in several situations. And North Knox just kind of confused themselves a bit.
Second and 14 now to the 5-yard mark off. Both teams have been marked off now, but for 5-yard penalties.
Well, you don't want to get forced into a position of having to pass it, and it puts North Knox in a tough place.
Here's Reese. He's rolling out left. He's going to look to throw. He's going to run it. Now he's going to throw it downfield. It's caught by Holtman. Dode's upended into Linton territory, down about the 35-yard line. That time Eddie was rolling to his left. He was able to make the completion for a first down to Holtman Dodes.
Yeah, you're right. And he did a great job right there at getting, looks like, 20 yards on that pass, Tom.
So he's able to hit Holtman Dodes on that sideline, and Holtman Dodes got upended but held on to the football, and it's a 1st and 10 Warriors at the Linton 37.
Well, Hamelman had a lot of time, Tom. He was able to roll left and then stop and set up and make a good, strong throw.
On the left hash mark, Warriors 1st and 10 at the 37 of Linton. No score right now in this one. Here's Reese. He's going to throw it downfield. Got a man open. Holtman just over his outstretched fingers. And he had a couple of yards on him. If that ball was in there, it's 6.
Yeah,
just overthrown.
He was open. It looked like one of those things. It was kind of a timing play because he threw it before he actually came open. And then as he came open, the ball was just about a yard or two ahead.
Yeah, it wasn't that far. He overthrew his receiver against Rensselaer, but he did it more. That time, that was just about a yard too long. Second down and 10. Here's Reese Hamelman. Reese on the left side. Going to look for the football. Going to hand it off outside sweep play. Here's Rhett. Sharon's got some yardage. He's going to hold on to the football. He's going to push people forward down to the 25. So Ed North Knox gets their third first down. They tried to tackle the football, but Rhett Sharon doing a great job of holding on to it.
Yeah, did a nice job there. About 11-yard gain, Tom.
4:49 left to go in the opening period of play. The Warriors on the drive with no score. And you mentioned if the Warriors could score first, it'll be a big thing for them. And Josh Shavers wanted a sustained drive, and right now both of you are getting what you wanted.
Yeah, and I think this is a situation where North Knox can really be in just motivate them.
Here's Reese. Reese Hamelman. He's going to pitch it inside. Here's Sharon. Rhett going to go forward. He got a little shovel pass forward. Maybe got about a yard or two, but no more than that. He may. Let's find out if it's no gain or what.
Yeah, I think no gain.
Second down and 10. That's exactly what it was. He threw it right to the line of scrimmage, and Linton had it covered. Second down and 10. 4:07 left to go to the opening quarter. Warriors at the Linton 25-yard line. Just inside the 25. Second down and 10. Here's Reese. Reese Hamelman. Hands it off Rhett. Sharon up the middle. Got some yardage. 20-yard line to the 15. He'll go pushed out of bounds. Near the first down marker. And Rhett Sharon that time, Ed, with a great run across the right side. A nice sweep.
Yeah, good job there. They started out on about the 24-yard line, Tom. And it looks like they're down now to about the 14.
So in the red zone, the Warriors go on a timeout going to be taken by Linton. So the Miners will take their first timeout, 3:45 left to go in the opening period at LA. We'll go ahead and keep it here. No score, but the Warriors get a fumble. And what have they done? They've chewed up clock, they've chewed up ground, and they're in the Linton red zone.
I'll tell you right now, Tom, they're outplaying Linton. They're doing some things there. I think this is a drive, Tom, that appears to me to be the most balanced and well thought out drive of any that they've had this season.
I gotta say though, that little toss play to Sharon kind of scared me a little bit, but it worked, but it didn't get any yardage.
Well, they're looking at doing some different things, and offensively they've done some different things tonight. The shift that I haven't seen them use before, and that was effective, and it's kind of got Linton a little bit on their heels.
This is where this is where playing against Linton a year ago at home really helped Rhett Sharon. Remember when North Knox's lead running back Cole Richter was out, they pushed Rhett Sharon into that game, and I think I said that last year that it may not help him this year, or last year, but it would this year, and so far we've seen it.
Yeah, and I think you see this as it's one of the first times you look at a team like Linton where they've been forced to call a timeout to kind of regroup.
3:45 left to go in the opening period. No score. Warriors have it in the red zone at the 13. So the ball's at the 13-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Here's Reese Hamelman. Reese Hamelman. Man in motion coming across. That is Holtman knows now will work off right. And Holtman looking and starting.
They're confused defensively again, Tom.
Here's Reese and a whistle, and what happened? Maybe a delay of game. It is.
Yeah.
Took a little bit too much time, so the Warriors lose 5. Back to the 18. It'll be 1st and 15.
Those are the kind of mental unforced errors, Tom, that you just can't have in a game this important.
Yep.
Each yard is critical.
So at the 18-yard line, the Warriors took up too much time. They'll set it up now, 1st down and 15. So the ball back to the 18-yard line. Warriors still in the red zone, 1st and 15. They got to get down to the 3 for the first down. Here's Reese. Reese Hamelman. And a motion Holtman. Back to throw. He looks. He fires it over the middle.
Wide
and it's
open.
Incomplete. Oh, he had him wide open in the middle and just overthrew it.
Man, he was wide open, Tom.
I tell you what, Blake Long was standing right in the middle of the end zone and he overthrew it.
Yeah. He just, I don't know. That's one of those things, Tom. You wish you had it again. Chances are you won't have that opportunity again.
Tell you what, Blake Long was just dead open right in the middle of the end zone, and Reese Hamelman just overthrew it.
There wasn't anybody within 5 yards of him.
2nd down, Allen 15. So the Warriors.
Or do you go back to the same play?
I don't know. We'll find out. Here's Reese. Hamelman hands it off outside. Here's Rhett. Sharon up the 10-yard line. He's going to go down there. So it'll be third down and about 7. So he got some of that back end, but it's going to be third down and 7. 3:30 left to go in the first quarter of play and no score.
Yeah, he really gained about a yard and a half, maybe 2 yards, and they had the penalty, so it's about 6 yards, right?
Yeah, third down and 9, so got to 12. So third down and 9 from the 12-yard line. They got to get down to the 3. Here's Reese Hamelman. Reese. Snap hands off Holtman. Dode's going to turn it inside. He's got some yardage. He's going to go toward the end zone. Did he get in? He's very close. Short. He may have got the first down, though. Did he get the first down? No, he did not. It's going to be at the 4. It'll be fourth down and about 1. Fourth down and 1. The Warriors have it inside the 5, or just inside the 5. They got to get down to the 3. So fourth down and a straight up 1 yard. Big play here for the Warriors. Fourth down and 1. Here's Reese Hamelman. Hamelman keeps it himself. Goes straight forward. He pushes.
It's going to be close.
It's going to be very close. It all depends on where the spot of the ball will be.
Well, both sides are helping the officials, Tom.
Yep. And a first down for the Warriors. They got it. First and goal, Warriors. That's their 5th first down on this drive. And a second fourth down conversion.
Well, the time of possession, North Knox has done really an excellent job this quarter.
That's exactly what they wanted to do. First and goal at the 3-yard line. 2:19 left to go in the quarter. The Warriors trying to strike first.
This opens up so many opportunities and options for you offensively. It looks like they've got the officials are stopping the play because the sticks weren't right or something.
Well, they'll set it up now. It's first and goal from the 3. Warriors in the red zone for the first time. Are they going to measure? They're going to measure. They are going to measure it.
Well, why did they call it to begin with if it was that close?
Yeah, I know. They're going to measure.
Well, it may be just an opportunity to give Linton a rest, too.
Well, let's see. They're going to stretch him out.
Oh, I don't know.
And did they get it?
First
yes,
down,
by the nose of the football. First and goal. By the absolute hair of their chinny chin chin. First and goal at the 3.
It was that close, Tom. It surprised me that the officials would give it a first down without measuring.
First and goal, Warriors from the 3. Put that a star by that one. That could be a big part of this game. Here's Reese. First and goal at the 3. Reese Hamelman. Reese hands it off inside to the end zone. Sharon, touchdown! Warriors, touchdown! Rhett Sharon. And he was a big part of this series. And the North Knox Warriors do exactly what you wanted them to. They go up in this game early.
They did. Now what they've got to do is come back out on the field and do just as good a job defensively in this possession.
Well, the Linton Miners were able to drive it last time around, but the North Knox Warriors get 6. Let's see if they go for the extra point. They are. They're going to kick it. So Holdman Dode's going to try to give them a 7-0 lead. So Holdman going to give it a shot for a 7-0 lead. Zach Boyle still hold. That's a low snap. The kick is up. It's a pop-up. And it is good. So he kind of popped it in the air, but he got it through. So Holdman Dodes with the extra point, and Ed Elliott, the North Knox Warriors, lead it by a 7-0 score.
Yeah, that's a good way to start out, Tom. Now they've got to keep themselves grounded and get back out there and play good, sound, fundamental defense.
The thing is here, the North Knox Warriors have played better. Last time North Knox played pretty well here was back when Chambers and Goodwin and those guys played, and it was a tennis match.
Yeah.
And so I'll have to make sure that North Knox at least tries to keep this thing from getting in the same way.
Well, North Knox is doing some things that are really kind of unique to their offense that they haven't done before, and and that has kind of thrown Linton off their game a bit.
And here's the thing, North Knox got it, and they made some really big mistakes. I mean, he overthrew 2 passes, but they still got into the end zone.
They did. And they did it the old-fashioned way by 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
Running the football, and just enough passing, though, to keep Linton off balance. So here come the Miners. North Knox leads at 7-0, 2:04 left to go to the opening period. North Knox going to kick it away. Holtman Dodes will kick it. Last time I got to about the 15.
They need good coverage here.
It's going to be an onside kick. They're going to go down the middle, and it's covered by Linton.
Yeah, that was a good play. Linton did a nice job of getting the ball. Now, they have great field position at about the 45-yard line.
Yep, Landon Giles, the one who fell on that one. It'll go back to about, as you said, 44 of Linton, first and 10. North Knox had to take a chance at it, and they gave it a chance, but Landon Giles did a good job of putting on it at the 44. So here comes Jennings. Shotgun pistol for Jennings this time, but the man behind him. Going to hand it off on the outside. No, he's going to keep it himself. He's going to get hit and brought down right at the 50-yard line. So he got him at 6, second down and 4. So keeper that time. Nice play on to Jennings. So at the 49 is where they'll put it down. Second down and call it 4. 7-0 Warriors. Linton, when they had the football, was able to move it the first time. So we'll see if North Knox, they moved it, and then North Knox kind of stiffened up, but we'll see if they do it this time. Pistol formation now for Jennings. Man in motion. He'll get it outside. No, he's going to keep it himself. Nice play by Blake Long. Brought him down after about a yard gain. Boy, Blake Long that time had stayed at home and did a great job of bringing him down. Blake Long got him. It'll be third down and about 3. Give him a gain of 2 that time, but Jennings, that time, Blake Long just stayed at home and put a wrestling move on him.
Yeah, nice play. Good defense that time.
Third down and about 3. 7-0 Warriors. Here's Jennings, man in motion again, and now looking to the sideline, getting set up. 2 wide receivers out left now. Third down, it's back. Jennings going to look to throw, rolls right, throws it downfield. It's going to be caught.
Wide open.
And he was able to get it into.
Got his first down.
North Knox territory. Yep, he got the first down to about the 44-yard line. So I'm not sure who he threw it to. I was trying to figure it out. So he got a first down about the 42, but that was a wide open swing pass out to the right. So first and 10 now for the Miners. So Jennings back at quarterback this time, the running back next to him. He'll back to throw again. This time he gets hit as he throws, fires it downfield, and is it caught?
Incomplete.
Incomplete. It went right through his hands. I tell you what, he got pounded as he threw that football.
There was good pressure on him, but what a throw, Tom. I mean, he threw that ball about 35 or 40 yards pretty strongly after getting hit.
And that was Eli Poe. That was down about the 10-yard line. And I tell you what, that was a lot of strength to go. I think it was Brock Smith possibly who came in and popped him as he hit it. Coming, blitzing off of that linebacker spot. Second down and 10. Here's Jennings. He's going to keep it himself. He's got some yardage. He runs into his own man. He's going to get hit and brought down very near the first down marker. He
did. Short. I think he did get the first down, Tom.
He needed 10. He may have just got that. Nice play that time. He was just able to go forward, and he could have had more, but he hit his own man, Poe, going downfield. 32-yard line, first and 10. Third first down now, and that's the end of the first period of play. The North Knox Warriors lead it by a 7-0 score. We're back after this 1-minute break. You're listening to North Knox Warrior football right here on 105.7 The Ride and WUZR.com.
Have a shoulder or knee bothering you? Hurting when you exercise or participate in sports? Painful when you're on the job or working around the house? Many shoulder and knee problems are treated with simple rehab. But when surgery is necessary, Dr. Terry Fenwick provides the latest outpatient arthroscopic techniques to reduce pain and recovery time so you can return to your work and activities faster. Don't let shoulder or knee pain get you down any longer. See Dr. Fenwick, a leader in sports medicine. Get answers, get results, get Quest Orthopedics on Willow Street in Vincennes.
Good evening, Warrior sports fans. Just like the North Knox Warriors take their lunch pail to work every day, we work hard at your insurance. Contact Stephen Hobbs at Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and let him work hard for you with all of your life, auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs. It's Stephen Hobbs, your exclusive player of the game sponsor. Start with local Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance agent Stephen Hobbs at 812-882-9691 and stop knocking on wood.
Second quarter starts. North Knox Warriors lead 7-0, but the Linton Miners in North Knox territory headed to 31.
Yeah, that's they've got 32 yards to get in the end zone now, and North Knox has got to play their best defense.
Jennings hands it outside, and he's going to get hit and brought down, and he held on. I thought maybe he fumbled, but that time they gave it off to the wingback, Padgett, Kalen Padgett, and Rhett Sharon came in and leveled him for no gain. 2nd and 10. Tell you what, they did a good job of disrupting the play, and then Rhett Sharon finished it off.
Yeah, they did. North Knox is getting good penetration.
2nd down and 10. Here's Jennings. Under center, man in motion. He's going to go roll right, or left actually. He's going to look to throw. He's going to run. He's going to go straight ahead. He's going to go down near the 20-yard line. He goes down about the 21. So he got a good gain, 10 more yards and another first down. At that time, Jennings did it with his feet. So Jennings got that one down to the 20-yard line and Linton in the red zone for the first time. So 1st and 10 right at the 21 actually, so not quite in the red zone. 21-yard line, 1st and 10.
He presents a real problem for teams. You can see how fast he is.
Jennings hands it off inside handoff. He's going to break forward to the 10, to the 5, and he'll go out of bounds actually maybe near the 10-yard line. So very close to, if not another first down.
I didn't see. Tom, could you tell who had the ball?
I was trying to figure it out. I believe he handed it inside to Tom. I believe it was to Drew Smith, who was working it outside. So it'll be a 1st and goal at the 10-yard line. So that is Linton's 5th first down. Here's Jennings. In the pistol, he's going to hand it off outside. Now he's going to keep it himself, and he got smashed and may have lost a yard or two. 2nd down. So that's the second slip. That time Jennings fell down. We saw Holtman Dotes do that back on North Knox's first drive. 2nd down and goal from about the 11. So can the Warriors hold on here? Leading at 7-0, 10:27 left to go in the first half of play. Homecoming here at Linton. Here's Padgett under center. Padgett hands off on the inside. And they're going to go straight ahead, and he's going to go down from the 10 down to about the 9-yard line. So he gained a couple of yards. It'll be 3rd down. So he gained a couple of yards that time, and it looked like they went to Trey Goodman. So 3rd down
I think that
at the 8.
Smith, Tom.
Okay, Smith, 3rd down. Ball at the 9-yard line. So 3rd and goal at the 9. 3rd down and goal from the 9. Jennings in the pistol. High snap. He's going to keep it himself. Roll out left. He's going to look
Good
to
coverage.
throw. Fires it in the middle, and it's going to be tipped away. And is it picked off? It is. Let's see if it is. No, it's out of the back of the end zone. 4th down.
You talking about, yeah.
Oh, did they get it?
Yes,
they did get it. The Warriors make the interception in the end zone, and Ed, you know who got it that time?
I couldn't
The
tell.
guy who got the fumble, Wesley Boyd. Wesley Boyd got the interception, his 2nd turnover, and the Warriors get it at the 20-yard line with 9:29 left to go. They thwarted Linton.
Well, Tom Jennings is a heck of a player, but he made a sophomore throw.
He threw it to the end zone, put a little bit too much air on it, and the Warriors had it covered well. And Wesley Boyd with his 2nd turnover of the game. He got that one and had another Quest turnover.
Tom, it is a Quest turnover, and turn over your injury rehabilitation to Dr. Terry Fenwick at Quest Orthopedics. Get answers, get results, get Quest.
Warriors got the ball at the 20, 1st and 10. Here's Reese. Hamelman handing it outside Holman. Dotes, 25-yard line. He's going to get hit and brought down. They actually got him by his collar and threw him out of bounds. Fans wanted a little bit of a flag for that extracurricular activity. They didn't get it, but Holman Dotes got 8 yards. Actually 9. Call it second down and 1.
That time North Knox did an excellent job of getting outside, and they were able to take out their contained player and just run over him.
So the ball sitting up, actually give a gain of 8. Second down and 2. The ball to 28. So a gain of 8, second down and 2. Still good run for Holman Dodes going right toward us. Red Sharon back there, Holman Dodes wing back, second down and 2. Here's Reese. Hamelman hands it off Red. Sharon's got the first down and more.
He's wide open.
40, 50, he may go! 40, chasing him! 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown! Warrior touchdown! Red Sharon, and all he did was run up the middle, and then it looked like he was going in a white Bronco being chased by a bunch of police officers. It's about the only way I can put it. He got to the end zone.
Yeah, Tom, I had him with 72 yards on that carry, and man, he showed a lot of fortitude to be able to continue and sustain that effort to get. Once he broke through, then it was just a foot race, and he outran the Linton players.
And I tell you, there was a reason why I said that analogy. There was about 7 of them chasing, and he couldn't catch him. Warriors trying for a 14-0 lead. Holman Doe sets up. Snap up, kick is up, and the kick looks good, and it is. 14-0. North Knox leads it, Ed, on a 72-yard run by Red Sharon, his second touchdown of the game.
Boy, what a play, Tom. I mean, you just can't ask for anything any better. It just seemed like it just opened up like the Red Sea.
If you see it on tape, you'll know what I'm talking about when I made the Bronco analogy, because it was Red Sharon chased right behind him by about 7 blue shirts.
Yeah, it looked like that Linton they thought it was going to be an outside play, and they were spread out, and then once they break through North Knox, Red Sharon, he break through the linebackers, and he was gone.
Warriors with 9:10 left to go, up by 2 scores, now at 14-0, and they'll kick it off. Well, is this a shot in the arm the Warriors needed?
It is. I think it puts Linton in a little bit of a situation where they've got to figure what's the matter.
So the North Knox Warriors will kick it away. 9 minutes, 10 seconds left to go. Warriors lead it 14-0. They'll kick it away.
Will they try another onside, Tom?
I don't know what they're going to do. We'll find out. It wouldn't be a wise move.
And that's a good thing in a way.
So they'll set it up at the 40 and they'll kick it away. 2-man back for Linton. Warriors kick it straight away. Off to the right side, we hit it to 20-yard line, 25, head of steam, 30, 35, it brought down about to 37.
Yeah, nice coverage there. North Knox got down, and it's good return as well.
So I believe, it was kind of hidden, but I believe it's going to be possibly Jaden Miller on that return.
Well, the numbers are problematic to see at best.
39-yard line of Linton, 1st and 10. So the ball at the 39-yard line, 1st down and 10. Red Sharon electrifying this crowd. 72-yard touchdown run to put the Warriors up 14-0. Here's Jennings under center. Handoff up the middle, and he's going to not get much. Couple of yards, maybe 3. Handoff goes right up the middle to Drew Smith. Got about maybe 1.5 to 2. The second down, call it 8. At the 41-yard line. Forty-one-yard line. Second down at 8. And here's Jennings. Pitches it outside. He's going to look to run it. Trying to pursue. He's going to get hit and brought down right away. Oh, my goodness. Boy, he just got popped.
Well, he ran.
And it was Blake Long who hit him.
He ran 10 yards, or I say 20 yards across the field to get 1 yard.
Kalen Patchett got him, and it was a 1-yard gain. 3rd down and 7. Tell you what, Long has just done a great job on defense, being where he needs to be. He had a major hit earlier, too. 3rd down and 7. The football at the 42. Paget, third down. Man in motion. Going to hand it off outside. He's going to hit. He's going to get forward. He's going to go down about
One more yard.
44-yard line. Maybe got a gain of 2 or 3, but it's going to be fourth down about 6, and it looks like Linton will kick it away.
Yeah, there's a player down, Tom.
And that is a Linton player, and is that the one who carried the ball?
Yeah.
And it is. It's going to be Drew Smith, I believe. So Drew Smith, I believe, may have gotten his bell rung. I don't think it's going to be anything more than that. We'll find out. At least we hope not.
Well, it's some tough running inside there. There's no question about it.
It looks like he was shaken up from the way they're looking at him, so we'll find out. 7:45 left to go. Fourth down now at 7 for the Linton Miners. And Drew Smith, the big, right now the whole crowd just totally silent on both sides.
Well, this is a pretty big decision after this injury timeout is over for Linton to decide which direction they want to go with this. Do they want to try fourth down and 7 or 6?
Actually, it wasn't Smith. I apologize. It was the other running back,
15,
Trey Goodman. Yeah, Trey Goodman. So Trey Goodman was the one who came up, and I honestly think he just got his bell rung. I think he just got the wind knocked out of him. So I think he'll be all right. 4th and 7.
It could be, and he may have to be in the concussion protocol if that.
We'll find out
if that did happen.
So the Warriors are going to force Linton to punt it.
Well, or they're going to line up to punt.
So the punt going to come. Good snap to kick us away. Oh, that's a beautiful kick. Doe's going to let it bounce, and it's going to bounce inside. It's going to go down inside the 15-yard line, down to about the 13.
Yeah, that was a
wonderful kick.
Yeah, that was a great kick.
Wonderful kick that time out of Jaden Miller.
That's what you want, and when you get into fourth down, you want to push the team back and force a long drive, and that's exactly what this did.
North Knox has been able to score on a drive from the 20. This time they'll have it inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. 7:29 left to go in the half. The Warriors up 14-0. 2 touchdowns out of Rhett Sharon. Here's Reese Hamelman. The Warriors needed confidence in this game. Boy, they've got it now. Here's Reese. Hamelman hands it off inside Holtman. Dodes, he's going to go forward. He's going to get maybe a yard, no more than that. 2nd down. Got a yard. 2nd down and 9. 7:17 left to go in the first half of play. North Knox leading at 14-0.
Rhett Sharon was out of the game there in that first play, Tom. It may have been, had some equipment problems.
Well, Braden Thorne usually is in for him. Now it's Sharon in there. Got one, 2nd down and 9. Here's Reese. Hamelman hands it off outside. Here's it's Holtman Dodes. Dodes down to sideline 30 to the 40, and he's going to go out of bounds at the 42-yard line. And the fans wanted a flag, and they're not going to get one that time, but a great run by Holtman Dodes. The Warriors out to the Linton 40. Actually to the 39, but at a 1st and 10 for the Warriors at 6:45 left to go in the half. They already lead at 14-0. So the ball at the 39-yard line. Here's Reese Hamelman. Reese, tight formation now with Rhett Sharon. Back to throw. He's going to look. He's going to get hit. He's going to throw it downfield anyway, and it's going to be incomplete. His intended receiver fell down. It looked like he was hit as he threw, so it will not be intentional grounding. Blake Long was the intended receiver.
I think that was a smart play because he wasn't really in any position to throw a pass, but he was able to get rid of it before he went down.
He did, and it wound up a little bit short of Blake Long and threw it in that intended direction. So 2nd down and 10. The football at the 39. Clock stopped at 6:39 left in the half. Here's Reese. Hamelman. This time a tight formation, 2nd down. Reese hands it off to Holtman again. He's going to try to get outside this time. He's going to get hit and brought down. Lost maybe a yard or 2, and it'll be, the clock will continue to roll. It'll be 3rd down.
So that kind of play, Tom, it develops on the short side of the field. You need more room, and that just wasn't enough room.
Lost a yard on that one, 3rd down and 11. A lot of good job by Linton, by the way, stringing that ball out. 6:14 and counting in the first half of play. Warriors lead at 14-0. They'll get the ball, by the way, starting 3rd period, too. Here's Reese. Tight formation again. 3rd down and 11. Reese. And a whistle, and they're going to pitch it inside now. A whistle.
It's going to be against North Knox, the procedure.
So they'll call a false start. It looks like they'll move them back 5 more.
Yeah, their last 2 plays, they've lost ground, Tom.
Well, let's see if they'll mark it back. They will. So
5 yards.
False start on the Warriors. 3rd penalty, 15 yards.
It's going to be 16 now to the
3rd and 16 with 5:58 left to go in the first half of play, and the Warriors leading at 14-0.
Or it looks even about 17.
So the Warriors for the 3rd and long. Here's Reese Hamilton again. They're playing that tight formation. 3rd down.
They're split out this time.
So they do split out some to the right. Here's Reese. He's going to roll right. Going to look. He's going to look. He's going to turn. He's going to throw it downfield, and it is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the middle of the field, and down it goes, down at the 35-yard line of North Knox. So the pickoff that time, stepping right in front of it, is Kalen Padgett.
Tom, I just didn't see who he was throwing it to. There wasn't any Warrior receiver in the vicinity. I think he tried to maybe force it in. It wasn't there.
So at the 35-yard line, the Miners will have it 1st and 10. They've got 5:27 left to go in the half. Warriors up 14-0.
But it's awful tough when he rolled out to the right, Tom, and tried to throw it back across the field just a little bit, and that's always problematic at best.
At the 26, actually, here's Padgett. He's going to roll out right. He's going to pop. He's going to look to throw. He's going to run the football. Now he's going to go inside. He's got some yardage. He goes down about the 29-yard line. So he picked him about 5.
5 or 6, yeah.
Actually, the ball is at the 34. I apologize. I thought it was at the 29. 7. It's there now. 2nd down and give him a gain of 6, maybe 7. 2nd down and 3. And so that's a good play. That time a dual threat quarterback like Jennings able to throw the ball and run it. That time he ran it for 7. 2nd down and 3. 4:55 left to go in the half. Warriors lead at 14-0. Warriors intercepted 1 in the end zone. They could use another one here. Jennings under center. Pitches it outside. It's going to be Hale. He's going to go outside. He's got some yardage. He's going to get hit. He's going to get away from one man. He's not going to get away from the other. He does get out of bounds. And it'll be a 1st down inside the red zone, I do believe. 6 first down for the Miners. 2nd trip into the red zone. So 4:38 left to go. The football is sitting up.
Looks like about to 14.
Yep, 14-yard line. So 1st and 10 at the 14.
Who carried it that
left.
time, Tom?
Jennings, I believe. No, it wasn't Jennings. It was Hale, I believe. Yep. Yeah, it was
what number?
Actually, Drew Smith. I apologize.
Okay.
Number 13. Drew Smith, my fault. Drew Smith, 1st and 10. Here's under center Jennings, man in motion. Going to hold on to it. He's going to roll, fire it toward the end zone. Got a man open, caught in a touchdown.
There's no coverage.
So he is wide open in the right corner of the end zone, and so the first passing touchdown. And he was able to hit his intended receiver that time all alone in the end zone. And that was actually number 30. I don't have a 30 in there. So they're going to go, it looks like, let's see if they go for 1 or 2. And they're going to set up for a 2-point conversion.
Yeah.
Jennings in the pistol. Back to throw, looks left. He's going to look. He's going to scramble away. He's going to get hit, and he's going to go down. So that one didn't happen at all, Ed, and a great play by the Warriors to make that a incomplete 2-point conversion. North Knox leading at 14-6.
Yeah, that was blown up from the very beginning, wasn't it, Tom?
Indeed.
It just wasn't that. Nothing happened. He just ran away from the end zone.
4:33 left to go in the second quarter. And I'm trying to think if that was number 30 or number 32 possibly. We'll try to find out.
30. You're just saying that caught the ball?
Yeah. So the Warriors still up 14-6. 4:33 left to go, and the Warriors get the ball back. I'm thinking maybe Jaden Miller, possibly. We'll have to find out. We'll try to figure it out here and see who it was who was able to catch that touchdown.
Well, with 4:33 left, Tom. North Knox has got plenty of time to get in with another score, but they've got to do a better job at their plays. It seemed like the last possession they were almost conservative in their approach.
Yeah, well, they got knocked back, and that's, I think, part of it. They got knocked off schedule. When you're playing a ball control offense and you get penalties like that, boy, it can throw you off schedule. It did that time for the Warriors. The first kick will be made by the Linton Miners.
Yeah. Would Linton return the favor and onside kick?
We'll find out. Drew Smith to kick it off.
Well, he's short for one.
So Drew Smith and Holtman Dodes back for the Warriors. Down the middle, it's going to be a short kick. You're going to pick it up. Warriors going to fall on it now. Did they finally catch it? They did, barely. Well, that ball was skittering a long time, but the Warriors got it. Zach Boyles fall on it about the 34-yard line, actually 24-yard line. Well, I tell you what, Zach Boyles, that's about the second time he's done that, Ed, where he's been in the right place at the right time. Warriors at the 25.
It just wasn't played very well by the receiving team.
Yeah.
They weren't ready for it. They were expecting someone from the back line to come up and get it.
That was almost an onside kick recovery, but the Warriors do get it at the 25, 1st and 10. Here's Reese. Hamelman hands it off outside Sharon. Rhett's going to push forward. He's going to just plow his way. Got about 4 yards to the 29. It'll be second down. Maybe 5. Actually, give me a 4. Second down at 6. So 4:17 left to go into the half. 14-6 Warriors lead. Football setting up about the 28-yard line. Second down.
And we had that Quest Orthopedics turnover, Tom, and with that interception, and I missed it.
Okay. No, I think you got it. Here's Reese. Reese Hamelman. Reese hands it off on the inside. Just a quick play, and not much there. So at the 30-yard line, I think. So at the 30-yard line, it'll be third down at about 5. Third down at 5. So just straight up the middle, 3:36 left to go. The clock running.
Was that Dodes that carried it, Tom? I could not tell.
He was in that massive humanity. I think it was. So you give it to him. Third down. Reese Hamelman, third down and 5. Football at the 30. Got a lot of things that you could do here. Let's see what the Warriors do. They're in the middle of the field. Third down and 5. Reese Hamelman.
Tight formation again.
Reese on third down and 5. Hands it off. It's going to go Sharon. Rhett goes to the outside. He's going to get the first down, I believe.
It's going to be close, Tom.
Depends on depends on the spot. Depends on the spot. If he put it right there.
It's going to be a yard short.
Oh, they'll move it back one. Fourth down and 1. 2:50 left to go in the first half of play. What do the Warriors do here at fourth down and 1? North Knox may be thinking timeout. We'll see. 2:38 left to go. Clock moving. And the clock is down to 11 seconds, so they're going to have to call timeout. They got them to burn. They got 2 left.
Yeah.
They're just going to run the clock down, then take that timeout. That's what they're going to do, and they just did. So that's what they did at that time. They just ran the clock down to try to milk as much time as they could. At 2:21, we'll keep it here. Ed, North Knox leads at 14-6. 4th and 1, still in their territory at their 29. Big decision coming up here.
Yeah, 2:21. They've got time. This is just a play where they cannot afford to turn it over here.
So do the Warriors punt it, especially, Ed, with the fact that they have the ball at the beginning of the second half?
I think you want to keep the ball out of Linton's hands here in the latter part of this half. I think going for it now, I think they've shown, Tom, that they've been able to consistently make 1 to 3 yards in these tight situations.
Well, last time they went on fourth down, actually they got it twice on that opening drive, Ed, when they scored.
Yeah. So I think, if he was going to punt it, I think he would have sent the punt team out.
Yep. 6 first down for the Warriors right now. For Linton, they have 6 as well. So both teams are 6. North Knox 1 of 1 in the red zone. Linton is 1 of 2. The only other touchdown, a 72-yard run by Rhett Sherritt. So we'll see what happens here on 4th down. So 4th down, and yep, Ed, that's exactly what they're going to do. It looks like they're going to go for it.
Yeah, I would in this case.
So it looks like they're going to go. That's exactly what they're going to do. 4th down and 1. Big play here from the 29. Here's Reese. Hamelman. And they're going to set up. They're going to tight eye formation. Actually, a tight formation overall. Another timeout. Try to draw them offside. It didn't work, Ed, so they'll take their final timeout here.
They're going to see what they wanted to see what they would do and hopefully draw them off, and it didn't.
2:21 left to go here in the first half, and they were able to get them offside once on that shift, Ed, but that time Linton held their discipline and forced North Knox to call their third and final timeout of this half with 2:21 left. So the wheels are turning here, Ed, and the North Knox Warriors lead it by a 14-6 score.
Yeah, this is just a matter of what you're going to do here. You're probably not going to change the play. You're just you wanted to see if you could get a cheap one.
Yep, get that 5 yards.
Yeah.
They brought a couple more players in, by the way, for the Warriors.
It looks like they may be lining up to punt it.
One of those in was Brent Trinkle. So it looks like they are going to kick.
Watch a fake.
They are going to kick.
Watch a fake.
At the 25-yard line.
Well, they've got one player back.
So here is Holtman Dodds. And they are. They're going to go. Now he kicks it. Downfield. It's going to go down. It's going to go down right on the sideline. And it's going to go down at the 26-yard line.
Yeah.
And that was a brilliant punt by Holtman Dodds.
Well, we've seen him do that before, Tom. When he runs out there, he could very well run it, but in that case, he did punt it.
Well, that was kind of a rugby kick that Austin Ford used to really do a whole lot of, and that time that's what he did. He had the choice between running and kicking, and he kicked it, and he put it right down beautifully on the 26-yard line. So 2:11 left to go. Linton, though, still with 2 timeouts.
Yeah, I think they've got plenty of time as well to move the ball down the field, but they'll need to get it in some pretty big chunks.
Here's Jennings. Jennings, man in motion, going back to throw. He's going to get
holding right there.
Let's see if they called it. He's going to run it. He's going to go out of bounds. They'll push down it to 29. Did they call the flag though, Ed? They didn't call the flag. You wanted the flag for holding, but it didn't come.
I know it. No, they didn't.
Second down. Only got about 2 yards. Second down. So Ed wanted a flag for holding. He didn't get one. Second down. 2:01 left to go. The clock is stopped. So second down and about 8.
That's like giving them a timeout.
2:01 left to go. Yep, and the player that was down for just a couple of minutes for Linton was Hunter Jennings, quarterback, so he gets back up. It'll be second down at 8.
Well, they gave him all day.
2:01 left to go. In the first half of play, here's Jennings.
Well, they've got triple receivers out to the left, Tom.
And Jennings looking that way. He's going to look. He's going to fire it long downfield. And it's incomplete. It's way, you mentioned, it's way overthrown. He may have been throwing that one away.
Well,
that's pretty good coverage at time on Caitlin Patchett.
I think excellent coverage by North Knox, Tom.
So 1:55 left to go now, and a third down at about 8. Now the Warriors are out of timeouts, Ed, if they get this ball back.
Yeah, I don't think there's really time to do much. You would want to be conservative if you did get it back here.
Well, if you're Linton, I think you're thinking first down now rather than big play. But we'll see. Patchett, third down. Patchett in the pistol, back to throw.
Same receiver.
He's going to get hit. He's going to get away. Now he throws it. It is an intentional grounding.
That is intentional grounding.
That would be intentional grounding. Levi Brocksmith was right on top of him as he threw that football, and let's see if they throw the flag.
He did, Tom. I saw him throw the flag. What you had there was a situation where, again, another sophomore mistake, but he just threw it away.
So they're going to mark it off, and it'll be fourth down. So it'll be a 10-yard mark off, or a 5 actually, make out a 5-yard mark off and a loss of down.
Well, you don't I mean, there's no doubt Linton's going to punt it this time. Now, can North Knox get a good return? They should have great field position.
4th down at about 16.
They should get it with about 135, 140 left.
So the kicker going to go back and kick it away. That once again.
North Knox go for some pressure on this kick.
Looks like
they're short one player on their punt team.
So Jaden Miller going to kick it away. He's going to stand about his own 3-yard line. Here's the kick away. Got
it's
a good
on the
one.
Side.
Got a good one. And it's going to go out of bounds.
Yeah,
and we'll see
right about the 47, 48-yard line of North Knox.
So not a bad kick.
Oh, man, they gave him a heck of a spot.
So that'll be about a 40-yard kick until the Warriors with no return. The Warriors will get it to 46.
Yeah, they kept backing it up on about the 44.
So at the 44, you're right. 1st and 10 Warriors at the 44. That is exactly correct. 56 yards and 141 left to go till the half. And again, and the Warriors get the ball beginning of period 3.
Yeah, and they've got one good series here, so see what they can do with it.
Here's Reese. Hamilton Sharon, red up the middle, gets tripped up that time, got a couple of yards up to about the 46-47, gain of 3. 2nd down about 7. 1.5 minutes and counting left to go in the first half of play. Warriors going a little bit quickly here.
When they run it like that, they're going to have to go quick so it doesn't eat up too much clock.
Here's Reese. Hamilton pitches it inside. Here's Holman. Spin move. He's going to go down near midfield. Got about 2 or 3 more.
Everything's so tight right there, Tom.
Yep. 2 more yards, 3rd and 5. Yep, that was just that little shovel pass earlier to Holman Doe trying to break his way up the middle. Couldn't do it. 1:02 left to go.
I'm surprised they haven't tried to pass a couple of times.
1 minute left to go in the half. Actually, 1:01. Now the referees are kind of talking things over. Now they'll start running the clock again. Under a minute left in the first half. North Knox leads at 14-6.
You know, they're taking a long time to get a play called.
Reese Hamilton setting it up. Reese Hamilton, 3rd down, about 5. Reese hands it off Rhett. Sharon up the middle, got some yardage. 1st down and more. He's got to go down the sideline. He does 30 to the 20. He's still on his feet and out of bounds. Out of bounds in the red zone. And about the 17-yard line. Another big run at that time of Rhett Sharon. 34 seconds flat left to go in the half. A big run out of Rhett Sharon. Another 1st down for the Warriors.
Yeah, I got 35 yards on that run, Tom.
So the Warriors will get the football. So 1st down, did he spike the football too?
Yeah, he did.
So he spiked the football. He spoke the football.
He spoke the football.
He spoke the football at the 15. So the Warriors in the red zone for the 2nd time.
Sounds like you're coming out of West Virginia there.
Yeah, man, I tell you what, at the 15-yard line, Warriors have it. It'll be 2nd down. Get the 15-yard line. Ed, boy, I tell you what, a touchdown would be big here right before half. So the ball at the 15-yard line. 15 seconds on the play clock as they come to the line of scrimmage. Here's Reese. Reese Hamilton. Man in motion coming across, and here's Reese. He's going to set up. He's going to roll out left. He's going to get hit. That time he's going to go down. Go down about the 19-yard line, and that 3rd down, 19 seconds. They got to hurry. Well, they've got one more. Let's see what happens. He is. He's going to spike it. It'll be 4th down with 12 seconds left to go, and the Warriors will have one shot, more than likely at the end zone at the 16-yard line.
I like the idea of the play, Tom. I just don't like the idea of having him roll out to his left. I think a right-handed quarterback, I'd give him that opportunity to go the opposite way to the right side.
Well, he has completed a couple of passes, even right-handed to that left side.
Are they going to try to field goal?
They're going to go for a field goal, possibly. It's at the 15-yard line. That would be a 35-yard field goal if Holman Dodes can get it. They're going to try for it, though. Boyles the hold. The kick is up.
Short.
It is going to be short.
To the right.
So he came up about 5 yards short, and if he had to do that from the 30, he may have sneaked it in there. But Linton will get it now with
the kickoff.
9.1 seconds left to go.
North Knox will have to be smart here on the kickoff. Don't give them a
Well, it's going to be down at the 20-yard line. So
they will. That's right, because he missed it.
Right.
Sorry.
It was a 35-yard kick. And if he'd have kicked that from the 30, I think he had a chance.
He did. It looked pretty good. It was just I think he got under it a little bit, had so much spin on it.
So Jennings will get it. Jennings. What's he going to do? Is he going to kneel? He is. That's the first half.
No, he did. I guess
he just took the kneel, and the Warriors go into halftime leading this one by the score of 14-6. We are back after this 90-second break. Back in 90 seconds, you're listening to North Knox Warrior football right here on 105.7 The Ride, WUZR, Bicknell, Vincennes, and WUZR.com.
Built on dedication, Graver Post Buildings has earned the trust of thousands throughout the heartland. A major leader in the post frame industry, you can turn to us for advice, best price, and most durable, long-lasting products and buildings in the country. Buildings for agriculture, commercial, residential, and even new roofs. We have the staff, crews, and supplies to handle your project. Turn to Graver Post, a tradition for over 45 years. Call us today at 800-264-5013. Visit us online at graverpost.com or drop by our showroom near Odin, Indiana.
Farming is a tough business that requires tough equipment. That goes for your irrigation system as well, which is why an irrigation system from Ileana Irrigation, your local Rainke dealer, is built to be durable and reliable. High-strength steel, superior engineering, and an industry-leading 10-year warranty on gearboxes. That is what a Rainke irrigation system is made of. Give the irrigation professionals at Ileana Irrigation a call today to find out just how tough they really are. Rainke, more right than rain. And Ileana Irrigation, your local irrigation experts.
Warrior fans, this is Randy Hamelman at Hamelman Farms, a.k.a. Laid Back Acres. Here at Laid Back Acres, we not only sell DeKalb and Asgrow products, but we are right there with you by planting these products as well. DeKalb and Asgrow seeds are great teammates for you and your farm with proven yield and a disease package that is second to none. Just like DeKalb and Asgrow, Warrior football is up for the challenge and ready to battle all season long. Here at Hamelman Farms, we're proud to be a part of this great community. Go Warriors, and God bless.
Back here once again at Linton's Roy Williams Field, the North Knox Warriors leading here at halftime, 14-6. And a reminder, we've got a brand new sponsor for North Knox Warrior football, Tough Cuts Fabrication, located at 110 South Main Street in downtown Bicknell. Cheering on the football Warriors, Tough Cuts is your hometown fabricator, locally owned and operated by Holly Phipps. Tough Cut Fabrication specializes in custom model logs, address signs, and more. They fabricated Sideline Sports Grill sign and your favorite designs, logos, decorative art. It can all be fabricated from metal. They make the Tough Cuts look easy. It's Tough Cut Fabrication. Find them on Facebook or check out their work online at toughcutsfabrication.com or call them at 812-890-1937. Here at halftime, the North Knox Warriors leading it by the score of 14-6. And Ed Elliott, North Knox, basically here in this game has played as well against Linton and played as well on both sides of the football as we have ever seen in this facility.
I think you're right. I think North Knox has, their game plan has been well executed. The only thing I could say that they could work on is the situation with in the second quarter. It just seemed like they kind of slowed things down. They didn't have the same pace of offense and how they were running and mixing up the run and the pass.
Let's take a look at how North Knox and Linton scored their touchdowns. Rhett Sharon, the big gun for the Warriors. He had a 3-yard run. Ed, as we go to that first drive, a great sustained drive by the Warriors. They wanted that double-digit drive, and they got it. Rhett Sharon capped it off with a 3-yard touchdown.
Yeah, he did. That was just North Knox and Rhett Sharon, they were the word. I mean, they just, Rhett Sharon, just when he got the ball, he moved the ball as quick and as fast as we've seen anybody from North Knox run it.
And we had one touchdown by a sustained drive. We also had one touchdown by a big play. That was the Rhett Sharon 72-yard run. And I didn't think this would happen, but boy, he showed some speed on that one because he outran the entire Linton defense into the end zone.
He did. And just the power too, Tom. It wasn't a play that was around the end. It was a play that was off tackle, and he cut it back and just made things happen with his feet.
And Linton did get into the end zone. A nice pass play by their sophomore quarterback, who's really, really impressive. He's going to have a really good career here.
Yeah,
Hunter
Jennings. Yeah, Jennings
was able to throw it to number 30, I thought it was, for the touchdown. Wide open to Ed in the right corner of the end zone.
Yeah, that was a nice play, well set up. And North Knox, the defense just broke down. They didn't have anybody that covered that receiver. And when you have a breakdown in defense and you got a quarterback like Jennings, then you're going to have problems.
Warriors with 8 first downs, 6 for Linton. North Knox 1 of 2 in the red zone. Same for Linton. They were 1 of 2 in the red zone. North Knox has thrown 1 interception. That led to the touchdown, actually, by Linton. North Knox with 2 interceptions, actually 1 fumble, making that 1 interception. And if I'm correct on this, both of those plays came due to Wesley Boyd. He made the interception in the end zone, and he also made the fumble recovery. So a very busy young man there. Penalties, North Knox 3 of them for 15 yards. Linton 2 for 10, not really much of a factor. 2 for 10, not much of a factor in this first half.
No.
So that is where we stand right now. The North Knox Warriors lead it by the score of, 15, with about maybe 20 minutes left to go until the third period of play. And the North Knox Warriors leading at 14-6. And now with the individual statistics for half number 1, here's Ed Elliott.
All right, Tom, first we'll look at Linton. Drew Smith carried the ball 6 times for 29 yards. Trey Goodman carried it 4 times for 7 yards. Kalen Padgett carried it 3 times for 11 yards. And their leading rusher, Tom, the quarterback, Hunter Jennings, he carried the ball 6 times for 35 yards. Passing, Linton was in a situation where they were 3 of 8 for a total of 33 yards. And they had 82 yards rushing in the first half, 33 yards passing for 115 total yards rushing and passing in the first half. North Knox, they had just really 3 people carried the ball, intentionally only 2, because Reese Hamelman, he carried the ball 3 times, and a couple of those are on 4th down carries, but he carried it 3 times for minus 2 yards. One was a minus 5 where he lost the ball on a quarterback. He just tried to get away from the defense and couldn't do it. Then we had 2 other rushers, the normal, Holtman Dodds. He carried the ball 8 times, Tom, for 47 yards. And the leading rusher for both teams, and alone he has more yards than Linton does combined. Rhett Sharon carried the ball 12 times, Tom, for 154 yards.
And about half of that was a 72-yard touchdown. Again, you mentioned it's just a straight off tackle play, Ed, and he just kept on running until he got to the house.
He did. North Knox had 199 yards rushing in the first half, 20 yards passing. Reese Hamelman, he was only 1 of 6 in the first half for 20 yards. So North Knox had 219 yards rushing and passing to the 115 for Linton.
Here's what's exciting, really, Ed, and it is this. North Knox leads at 14-6, and they could have played better football.
Yeah, as I say, the first quarter was flawless. I thought North Knox played the best quarter that they've played all year. Second quarter, as I said, I just said they were a little conservative in their approach, I think, and they played well, but not as good as the first quarter. Now, they'll have to come out, I think, in the third quarter, Tom, and play equal to the first quarter performance.
Stay tuned. We've got an Ivy Tech scoreboard update coming up in 1 minute. You're listening to North Knox Warrior football right here on 105.7 The Ride at WUZR.com.
Save up to 40% on your groceries at Save-A-Lot. Amazing quality, fantastic prices, satisfaction guaranteed, or 100% money back. Fresh meat is cut in store daily, and special orders on meat are available.
Fresh bone-in pork sirloin roast is 69 cents a pound. In Farmington, 40-ounce hickory smoked bacon is $7.99. 3-pound bags of yellow onions are $1.49, and 30.6 ounces of Maxwell House Original Roast coffee is $4.99.
Shop and save at your Vincent Save-A-Lot, where bananas are 44 cents a pound every day.
If you haven't heard, the state of Indiana is paying for Ivy Tech classes in some certificate programs through the Next Level Jobs program. These certificates are short-term training that can lead to quality employment in many fields, including healthcare and information technology. If you need education and training to prepare for a new career quickly, apply to Ivy Tech today and ask them about Indiana's Next Level Jobs program. Apply at ivytech.edu/apply now. Classes start October 26th and January 19th.
Back once again here at Roy Williams Field. North Knox right now leading at 14-6 here at halftime. Let's take a look at some other scores around the area. It's presented by Ivy Tech, where you can score for your future career. It's Ivy Tech with campuses across the area for your convenience. A lot of games in the SIAC tonight. Here's some of them. Modern Day and Bosse, no score in the first quarter, just underway. Central and Harrison, no score. North with an early touchdown at Inman Field, leading Vincent's Lincoln 7-0.
Yeah, well, that's pretty good. I mean, Lincoln's holding tough with them, so that hopefully they'll get on the board.
Big game a lot of people are watching. Jasper right now over Castle 10-7. That game in the second quarter. But I tell you what, after a year or two down, the Wildcats have come back roaring.
Yeah, they have. I mean, this will be a big game if they can win it.
Wrights and Memorial right now, the Dead to Rights game, 0-0 in that one. Southridge and South Spencer, 14-0. Raiders lead it. Boy, I tell you, Southridge is having a great year.
Yeah, they have, and they put the pounding on Linton early in the season.
Heritage Hills over Washington, 7-0. West Washington over Perry Central, 14-0. Springs Valley 12 and Forest Park 7. That's a third quarter score. They started at the same time we did, so they're just slightly ahead. But that's a little bit of a surprise, really. Forest Park's been playing some good football. Springs Valley not quite as good as you'd expect, but right now leading at 12-7.
Yeah, that is good. I mean, Forest Park, I think, still in the development stages with their football program. It takes quite a few years to really see a program move forward.
And Tell City, by the way, in Princeton, no score. Some canceled games. A lot of them in the PAC tonight due to COVID. Pike Central and Tell City canceled. That's why they picked up Princeton. Princeton, who also had a game canceled with Boonville, so they just wound up playing each other. Mount Vernon and Gibson Southern canceled tonight. Springs Valley and Tecumseh canceled. That's why they're playing Forest Park. Springs Valley's 0-5 right now, leading the Forest Park game. Forest Park was 4-2. And Springs Valley leads at 12-7 right now. Both of them had canceled the game. Springs Valley versus Tecumseh and North Posey versus Forest Park. So, and that's a little bit surprising. So, 0-5 Springs Valley leading 4-2 Forest Park.
Oh, I tell you, sometimes, Tom, it does take several days to prepare for teams. And sometimes when they have to jump to different teams, and I don't know. Now, Springs Valley, was that a regularly scheduled game?
That was a COVID game. Both teams lost their individual teams, and they wound up playing each other.
Yeah, and I think it's hard sometimes to prepare for teams, and when you can't prepare, you never know what's going to come out.
Well, that's that Rensselaer game last Saturday. I mean, they went to Covington and took on the Rensselaer Bombers, and a game that nobody knew they were going to play until Friday afternoon. And like I said, I thought that game, and I think this first half is showing it right now, set North Knox up really well for this game.
It did, and I think, as I say, the one difference between Rensselaer and Linton is the fact that Linton has a much stronger quarterback. He can throw the ball well and can run the ball also. But when you looked at Rensselaer, we saw them. They were North Knox of last year.
Yeah, I agree. You said that, and the more I looked, the more I agreed with you.
Yeah, and so North Knox didn't have to do a lot to prepare for that game. And when that was the case, you knew it was going to be competitive.
Yeah.
And because North Knox comes out and they play hard no matter what, and they did in that ball game, but they were just a little short on the experience end and couldn't pull that out.
And again, our scoreboard update once again presented by Ivy Tech, so you can score for your future career. It's Ivy Tech with campuses across the area for your convenience. They got about 7.5 minutes left to go at, and before we take another break, I want to go ahead and mention halftime adjustments for this North Knox Warrior team. You mentioned in the second period, North Knox kind of fell back a little bit, and so the key thing is they've got to be able to get that first quarter mojo. But again, I think part of that mojo was the fact that Linton didn't know what to expect.
Yeah, Linton had a couple of penalties, I think, in that first quarter that North Knox was able to draw them into, and North Knox they need to come out, and you can tell Linton has got a good passing game. And when they're able to get time, they can get some open players. So I think they're going to come out and try to move that ball through the air a little bit more. And North Knox is going to have to put pressure on Jennings. Secondly, I think they're going to try to run it to the outside. They've had some success doing that. And North Knox is going to have to be ready at the outside linebacker and the defensive end positions.
That quarterback keeper, that option play where the quarterback holds onto it, has been very effective for them. And North Knox is kind of done like they usually do, and that is they're a little bit slow to adjust, but then they finally get it. And we'll have to see if that happens here as we go into this third period.
Yeah, and you hope from a conditioning standpoint, this is going to be a game that it's going to be some pretty hard hitting, I think, particularly in this second half with, Linton is in the locker room, and I can imagine the coaches aren't talking to him about what Christmas present they want. And I think they're going to come out and they're going to be really fired up and looking to make some things happen. Now, North Knox has got to make some things happen on their side of the ball and get some first downs.
Now, here's the thing. North Knox, Linton, dominated the second half against at North Davies last week at Cougar Valley.
Yeah.
And so there is a bit of a, I'm trying to say there is a bit of a precedent for that.
Well,
but now the key is going to be how much has North Knox grown up since that opening game against Sullivan. I go back to that, and again, they were in a position where they were down by a point at Sullivan, and Sullivan dominated the second half.
Well, Sullivan played Linton, Tom, and it was an overtime
tight game.
Yeah, it went right down to the very last, and I think that's a situation where you see this Linton team in some respects is a lot like Sullivan. And I think that's why North Knox probably was able to prepare for them because they saw what they had to do against Sullivan.
Well, we'll get you set for the second half of play. We'll be back in 1 minute. You're listening to North Knox Warrior Football right here. 105 The Ride at WUZR.com.
Have a shoulder or knee bothering you? Hurting when you exercise or participate in sports? Painful when you're on the job or working around the house? Many shoulder and knee problems are treated with simple rehab. But when surgery is necessary, Dr. Terry Fenwick provides the latest outpatient arthroscopic techniques to reduce pain and recovery time so you can return to your work and activities faster. Don't let shoulder or knee pain get you down any longer. See Dr. Fenwick, a leader in sports medicine. Get answers, get results, get Quest Orthopedics on Willow Street in Vincennes.
Good evening, Warrior sports fans. Just like the North Knox Warriors take their lunch pail to work every day, we work hard at your insurance. Contact Stephen Hobbs at Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and let him work hard for you with all of your life, auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs. It's Stephen Hobbs, your exclusive player of the game sponsor. Start with local Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance agent Stephen Hobbs at 812-882-9691 and stop knocking on wood.
Well, we're about 3 minutes, maybe a little over 3 minutes left to go until we get the second half of play underway. North Knox with the ball in period number 3 at the start. And Ed, I tell you what, North Knox has to. I think it's imperative that they set a tone right away on offense here in the second half.
I think it's no different than the start of the game, Tom. They've got to make things happen right from the beginning, and they did. They came out, they were aggressive, they were hard-hitting, and they just had Linton on their heels. And I think they've got to do the same thing, a duplicate of the first quarter to start out the third quarter.
They've had different heroes, too, all the weeks. I mean, it was Holman Dodsey against Eastern Green. It was Reese Hamilman in that win over North Central. And tonight it's Rhett Sharon. So you talk about 3 different players. North Knox probably, if you want to consider a big 3, I think you consider those 3 in those positions as skill players.
Well, you can see teams now, Tom, they really key off on Holtman Dodds. They don't want to let him get the big play on them, and that has allowed Rhett Sharon to step up and take the load, and he has done it.
I think it's going to be interesting to see if they were able to do some with Braden Thorne, because we have not seen much of him in this game.
Well, they haven't needed him, quite honestly.
Yeah.
And they may need him as the game progresses because he comes in and brings fresh legs to the play.
Yeah, and so, exactly right.
And he can make some things happen with his legs.
And here's the thing too, and Reese Hamelman, you heard Coach Chambers say that he needs to be about 70% on his throws. Well, he's about 70% incompletions right now, and he's got to be able to flip that script. He had a wide open players. He had a wide open long in the back of the end zone, overthrew him. He almost had a touchdown to Holtman Dozy, overthrew him by about maybe a yard, as you mentioned earlier.
Well, I think, Tom, in order to help a quarterback get in the flow, throwing the ball, you need to start, particularly a young quarterback, and I even though he's a senior, I still look at him as a young player.
Yeah.
That you need shorter passes. You need the 8 to 10 yard pass to get the confidence, get the timing down, then push it out to 15, 20 yards maybe. But trying to go for the big one all of a sudden, it just very seldom will work out.
And we'll have to see what happens. North Knox still has some tricks up their sleeve that they haven't used yet.
No.
And as you mentioned, by the way, about North Knox, they played fantastic football. I agree with you. First quarter, and then they kind of slipped a little bit in the second, but they still lead this game by a 14-6 margin.
I think that's important, but you're always looking to improve. The 14-6 score is really meaningless in the second half because both of these teams, in order to win, are probably going to have to score twice, whether it be Linton or whether it be North Knox. And that's something that, so 14-6 is not going to hold up.
Well, as usual, Ed, it looks like they're going to put 3 minutes back onto the clock. As is traditional.
I'm shocked.
Again, that is a tradition that's been going on for a long, long time. And the North Knox fans right in front of us, and whenever that touchdown by Rhett Sharon, I think that really, really gave this fan base especially a lot of hope.
Yeah, and unfortunately our fan base is much bigger than that we're allowed to come to the ball game. And Linton's the same way. I know they would have homecoming, they would have filled their stands, and North Knox would have filled the visitor stands, but with the COVID-19 restrictions that they had, they just couldn't allow any more people in. So this is one of those kind of games. It's a little subdued. The crowds aren't as vocal as they could be because there aren't as many here. It's almost, maybe we should have fed in some crowd noise.
You never know. I mean, don't they do that in different team sports, baseball, soccer, different things like that?
My guess is Jonathan, the producer back at the station, he could have done that.
But again, the North Knox Warriors lead it here 14-6. Again, we're about 2 minutes left to go until the third period of play. At North Knox, now after tonight, final 2 weeks, they've got a Southwest Conference Championship game coming up next week at Cougar Valley as they take on North Davies, and then they end up with a new team on their schedule after Mount Carmel had to pull out due to the situation in Illinois. They added Indianapolis Crispus Attucks in the final week before the tournament. And so you take a look at these two teams, Ed, and you've got one who's a traditional opponent, a conference opponent, and then you've got one who is basically a very urban football opponent in the final week. And I think, again, both games are going to be good for them.
I think so, and Crispus Attucks, named from a famous Revolutionary War hero, and they'll be coming down to North Knox, and my guess is it may be the farthest south that Crispus Attucks has ever played a game.
It could be very interesting. I think they played in Evansville actually before, if I'm correct. I may be wrong.
Regular season, do they play?
I'm not sure. I'd have to look back. I really haven't seen their schedule, so I'd have to look. But I will say this much. North Knox played Crispus Attucks in the Lincoln tournament in basketball a couple years ago. I think you were in Washington, D.C. still at that point.
Yeah.
And Crispus Attucks just outran, overran, outflew out everything North Knox that evening. And I looked at that team and said, boy, this team has really got a chance of winning a state championship. And a few months later, they did in Class 3A.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, aren't they 4A this year?
They may be.
I think they are.
In football?
Yeah.
But I tell you what, though, I remember that in 3A, though, that they just, I looked at them and I thought to myself, this is a team. I just had it all together, and I thought maybe they could win a state title.
I think they'll be all North Knox will want.
So again, that will be the final week of the season, and then of course that's on the 16th and the 23rd, round one of the tournament. Again, the tournament draw coming up next week on Thursday. And what you said earlier, Ed, is a wide open 2A sectional.
Yeah, it is wide open. I think the unknown element is COVID-19.
Yeah, exactly. And you got to wonder what that's going to play into it. That is exactly right. Drew Smith is going to kick it off for the Linton Miners. North Knox up 14-6. They'll have the football beginning the second half of play. So the Warriors have won the first half. Now let's see what they can do in the second.
Well, I think they may try another short kick, Tom, because North Knox didn't do a very good job of covering.
And they are. It's going to go right down the middle. Squibber picked up at the 35 to the 40. And it'll be brought down actually just short of the 40 at the 39. So that time Zach Boyles brought it up. And a nice tackle that time by the Linton Miners just short of the 40 with Ty Boyd there, along with, I believe Wrigley Franklin. So the Warriors will have it. Ed, pretty good field position at the 40, 1st and 10.
60 yards to get them in the bigger lead.
Here we go. Warriors up 14-6 starting the second half of play. It'll be Reese Hamelman actually in the pistol formation, 5 yards back. Reese hands it off up the middle. Rhett Sharon going to get hit that time. He'll go forward. Got about a yard. Had to stumble over about 2 or 3 bodies and didn't get much that time. Second down.
Yeah, I thought that was looked like some late piling on there a little bit too.
Very conservative call for the Warriors to start it out. Second down and 9. You got to wonder if the Warriors hopefully not going to get into this not to lose type of thing. Warriors up by 8, 14-6. Second down and 9. Here's Reese. Hamelman hands it off outside Holtman. He's going to turn it in. He's going to get hit and brought down after about a 2 or 3 yard gain. Give him a gain of 2, maybe 3. Actually, only about 2, possibly. Third down and 7. So again, they're trying to play it off tackle. Third down and 7.
Well, Tom, it puts you in a tough situation now. Third down and 7, and you just look at the time. You'd want to. I mean, this is a passing down.
Yep.
But we'll see. North Knox still in that tight formation, Tom. So.
Third down and 7.
Now they're
going to split out. Red Sharon right and Holtman Dodes left.
Pro set.
Here's Reese. He's going to look back to throw. He's going to roll out left. He's going to throw it downfield. Caught. And it's going to be short, though. He's got about 3 yards.
Yeah, it's
got it to Zach Boyles, and it was a completed pass, but it's going to be short, about 5 yards. It'll be 4th down and 5.
Only got about 3 yards.
So 4th down and 5. Actually, no, even that, 4th down and 6. So Holtman Dodes will kick it away. So the Warriors went 3 and out. Here's Holtman Dodes. Here it is. That's a kick. It's a nice low driver. It's going to go down at the 22-yard line. Gets outside to the 25-30. He got some 35-yard line back to the middle of the field, and he'll go down at the 46. North Knox had a shot at him back about the 20-yard line, but couldn't bring him down.
That was great return. They've got great field position, as North Knox did. A little bit more at the 46-yard line, their own 46.
At their own 46, right near the base of the L in the middle of the field. 1st and 10 for the Linton Miners. So North Knox very conservative on their first drive. Let's see what Linton does here at the 46. Down by 8. Here's Jennings under center. Now a set off to the left. Strong left. That's the way they're going to go. He's going to pitch it outside. Here's the ball knocked and hit that time after about a 2-yard gain. I tell you what, that was a huge hit. And again, Rhett Sharon, it looks like Wesley Boyd there as well. On the run that time, it looked like by possibly Drew Smith. So no gain. Second down and 10. Warriors did a good job of stringing that one out. And they marked him off. That's going to be a hold, I believe. So third down, actually 3 penalties, 20 yards. It'll be 1st down and 20. So 1st down and 20 for Jennings and Linton. Move back inside their own 40-yard line. Here's Jennings. Man in motion. He's going to pitch it outside. What a play by Brock Smith. They tried to pitch it outside, Ed, and Brock Smith read that one perfectly and brought down Keelan Padgett.
Yeah, lost 5 yards.
Third down and a lot now for the Linton Miners, and what a great play that time by Brock Smith.
Well, I thought Linton, they're coming out to running to the outside where they thought North Knox was weak, but they can't get to the outside.
Here's Padgett. He's going to look to throw. He's going to look. He's still got time. He's going to throw downfield. It's going to be caught. It's going to be down about the 40-yard line, way short. It looks like Linton will kick it away.
Well, we'll see third down, though.
Okay, third down. I thought it was 4. Actually, I thought it was third down now. It's going to be third down here. It'll be third down about 14. So it was a repeat of that down. Thank you very much, third down. They're down at about 14. Just a short pass out of Jennings that time out to the right side. So third down at 14. Jennings under center. The sophomore quarterback on third down at 14. Big play for the Warriors here. Short side right. He's going back to throw left. He's going to look. He's going to run the football. He's going to throw it downfield. It's going to almost be intercepted.
Oh.
Red Sharon had a shot at it that time. It just hit off his shoulder pads. It's fourth down. So that time, Red Sharon had a shot at it right on that sideline in very tight quarters, but could not bring it down. Fourth down, and the Warriors will force a kick.
Yeah, I would think Linton will kick this one.
Third punt of the game, and I tell you what, it's been a really nice punting night so far.
For both teams.
Jaden Miller, yeah. Jaden Miller going to go back to punt. It's a good snap. He'll kick it away. Boy, he got a leg into that one. We picked him at the 25 down to the 28, and he'll be held on right there.
Yeah, right about the 26-yard line, looks like.
Yeah, so Holdman Doze was able to get it, but I tell you what, that was another wonderful kick.
Now, can North Knox get a sustained drive this time?
They got new life breathed into them. They didn't do much the first time. Let's see what they do here. The ball's at the 28-yard line, actually the 27.
Is it?
So the 27, first and 10. 27.
There it is. Going to our bench.
Here's Reese. Hamelman hands it outside. He's going to be Rhett. Sharon turns it back inside. He's got a little bit of yardage.
Yeah.
Past the 30, down to the 32.
Got about half of it.
So about 5 yards on that one. It'll be second down, and actually give him 4. Second down at 6. Second down at 6, football at the 31. 7:33 and counting, third period. Warriors still up 14-6. So at the 31-yard line, the Warriors will have it. Second down at about 6. Again, still running up all inside. Here's Reese Hamelman. Reese hands it off up the middle again. Sharon breaks forward, gets it past to about the 36-yard line. He's going to be very close. It'll be third down at about half a yard. Maybe a third down, no full yard. Ball's at the 36. They got to get it to the 37. Third down and 1. Tough running up the middle that time by Rhett Sharon. Block moves.
We're seeing some pretty good blocking out of the North Knox line as well.
6:46 left to go in the third period. Warriors with a third and 1. Here's Reese Hamelman. Reese holds it himself, sneaks forward, and
pushing
second effort. Looks like he got it. We'll see where they put it.
I believe based on where the official is, he got it.
And they will give it to him. First down Warriors. So Reese Hamelman just pushed his way forward. Second effort. Gave him the first down. And it'll be set up at the 37-yard line. Oh, they're not going to give it to him. Fourth down. Now they got first down. Now they got first down. They had to dial it.
No, I saw the official give it. I couldn't figure what was
happening. I thought so, but now they changed it. First and 10 Warriors. Here's Reese. Now they're going to move around. They reset. Russ Sharon off to the right and Holdman Dode, Zach Boyles to the left. Here's Reese. Hamelman up the middle. Sharon. Rhett pushes forward, and he's going to go straight forward and get good yardage. All the way up to the 45-yard line. He got 7 on that one. Warriors chewing up clock and chewing up time. They got him at 7 on that one. It'll be second and 3.
Tom, it's, you bring a horse to the race, you ride the horse as long as you can, and that's what's happening to Rhett Sharon.
Really tough yardage. He's a big back, too, at 190 yards in a junior.
190 yards?
190 pounds, thank you. I said yards, didn't I? Okay.
Yes, you did.
Second and 3. Here's Reese. Hamelman hands it off Dodes. Holtman up the middle. He's going to get hit
short,
that time. He'll be just about a yard short. Yep, maybe 2. We'll see where they put it down. It'll be third down.
1 yard rushing is what I meant.
Yep, it'll be third down. Third down about 2. Maybe 3. Football sitting up at the 46. They got to get it to the 49. So it'll be third down and 3. So,
I'll tell you what, I almost think a play action pass here, fake a run and then throw a short one, and you might end up making it a big one.
Third down and 3. Let's see what they do here. Reese Hamelman, third down and 3. Here's Reese. Hamelman hands it up the middle. Sharon busts through, and he's got very near the first down. We'll see.
Very close. Depends on the spot. The officials
Let's see where they put
giving it 1.
It looks like it's a first down. They're very close, and he got it. He got the first down, 10th for the Warriors.
And that was, who carried that, Tom?
Rhett Sharon.
Sharon, again.
Football is they say golf is a game of inches. In this game, football is too. I've lost count of how many times the Warriors have got first downs by inches. They get it to 49, first and 10.
Well, they're getting first downs. That's what they've got to have to move it.
Here's Reese. Hamelman hands it outside. It's going to go up the middle. Sharon busts through. He's still got it on his feet. 40-yard line to the 35. He'll go down right there. And Reese Hamelman gives it off to Rhett Sharon. And Rhett would not be brought down. He goes all the way up to near the 40-yard line. Inside the 40 to the 39.
9-yard run.
Actually the 38, Ed. First down. He got it to the 38.
13-yard run. Sorry.
So they got the ball. Actually, I said to 38. I'm even further into that, Ed, to 37. First and 10 there.
You just need to make up your mind.
Well, I just looked at where he put it down. 37, first and 10. Here's Reese. At the 37, first and 10 for the Warriors. Hamelman keeps it himself. He's going to go up the middle. He's got some yardage. He's going to go straight forward. He's going to go inside the 20. And actually, he goes down inside the 25, to the 24. Another first down for the Warriors. Inside the 25 to the 24. 3:23 left to go. Ed Elliott and the North Knox Warriors right now are doing what they want, and that is a long, sustained, good drive.
And they're doing it on the ground, Tom.
Yep.
I mean, that's
typical North Knox football. It's working in this one, though. Here's Reese Hamelman, first and 10. Reese. Low snap, hands off anyway. Here comes Rhett Sharon. Bounces outside. He's got some yardage. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown! Warrior touchdown!
No, he's out of bounds.
Did he go out?
Yes.
He went out, so wipe that touchdown off, but the Warriors have got it first and goal. So he goes out of bounds.
He did go in.
He did go in.
Yeah.
Touchdown! So I go back to my call. Touchdown. Warrior touchdown. Ed Sharon's third of the game.
Yeah, that was the side official, Tom. He waved his arms like to stop the clock. He went out of bounds, but the other official came in and overruled him.
A 24-yard touchdown run for Rhett Sharon, and Ed, the North Knox Warriors now lead at 20-6, pending the extra point. They're going to go for 2, it looks like. They are. Here's Reese on the right side. That's a grounder. He hits it up the middle, and did he get in? He did he? No, he's going to be just short.
Man.
Oh, they didn't give it to him.
No. Well, it was the snap rolled back to him, Tom, and it messed things up.
It threw off the play.
Yeah.
Let's see what they call. Are they going to redo it? Are they going to, wait, actually, no, they didn't give him the touchdown in the first place. Second down. Ed, they didn't give him the touchdown.
Are you kidding me?
They didn't give him the touchdown. It's still 14-6.
Well, I thought it was.
They throw it down. Second down.
I tell you what, I don't know what they're doing.
Here's Reese. Hamelman again up the middle, and is he going to get in? And he did! Touchdown! Now, Warrior touchdown officially. This time, Ed, Reese Hamelman takes it in from 2 yards out.
Well, it's just, I'll tell you what, this has been an adventure down here trying to figure out what the officials are doing.
1:44 left to go, and the Warriors up by a 20-6 score, and they're going to go for 1 to try to make it a 15-point lead. So Holtman Dode's going to go for his third extra point of the game. Boyles, high snap. He'll put it down. The kick is a low one, and the kick is no good. He went off to the right. 20-6, 14-point game at Elliott. But North Knox, after thinking, you got the touchdown on the Rhett Sharon run. Finally, 2 plays later, do get it with Reese Hamilton.
Yeah, they did a nice job of mixing up who carries the ball. That play with the quarterback sneak out there, quarterback keeper out there just threw. Linton wasn't prepared for it, and he got big yards, and that kind of set this whole play up.
So the Warriors with 3 touchdowns. Reese Hamilton now with his first one, but Rhett Sharon set that up on a play. They thought he got him to the right side of the end zone. He was called out of bounds, but 2 plays later, the Warriors don't make any mistake. Reese Hamilton pops it in.
Well, you know, this would be a good experience for Linton because they're probably not used to playing from behind like this very much.
Well, they're down right now, 20-6 Warriors, 2 touchdown leaders, 1:44 left to go in the third period.
Now let's get good coverage for North Knox down there and not give up any quick play, score.
Second long sustained drive, Ed, for the North Knox Warriors. It ended up in a score. They got it in, 2 of 3 in the red zone tonight.
Well, it'd have been good if they could have gotten that extra point.
Holden Dotes will kick it away. Warriors up 14 at 20-6. They'll kick it right down the middle. It's going to bounce down about the 20-yard line, get picked up there. It stumbled. And now we're going to bring it up the middle, and it's going to get hit and brought down. He's going to get brought down at the 25. The Warriors right now, Ed, are flying around this field.
Yeah, they're doing a nice job. And you know, some of the time off, Tom, has allowed North Knox to get some pretty good conditioning in.
I think it was Jaden Miller, if I'm right, on that return. So the Warriors will see Linton pick the ball at the 26-yard line, 1st and 10. Their own 26. Warriors up by 2 scores. Here's Jennings. 1st and 10, Jennings. He's going to keep it himself. He's going to go outside. He's going to get hit. That time and brought down. Maybe the line of scrimmage. We'll see if he may have lost a yard or 2. Second down.
I think he did, Tom. Maybe a yard.
They're going to hold it to no gain. Second down.
No gain.
Yep, no gain. 2nd down and 10. Nice play over for the Warriors, though, to keep that play going. North Knox right now, Ed, with huge momentum.
Well, the defense, they're getting, as I say, they're getting good penetration, Tom. They're forcing Linton to do some things that they aren't used to doing.
1:06 left to go in the third period. Warriors up 20-6. Here's Jennings. 2nd down and 10. Going to hand it off outside. They're going to string it out. Rhett Sharon going to string it out, and not much there. Maybe a couple of yards gained. They gave it off that time to Padgett, to Kylan Padgett, and he didn't get much. He got about 2. 3rd down and 8. 35 seconds left, third period, Ed. 3/4 of the way home, and the Warriors lead it by 14.
Yeah, this is a play right here. Jennings, you know, is going to be in a position probably he's going to throw it. So now can North Knox get the pressure on them and have the coverage they need.
Jennings, number 14, 3rd down. He's going to give it outside.
No, he's running it outside.
And Hale gets hit and brought down.
Yeah, that didn't work.
Reese Hamilton just laid him with a great hit that time. He laid him out on the ground. And Blake Long also there on the tackle. 4th down. Linton looks like they'll be forced to kick.
Got about 3 yards.
And the third quarter has come to the end. 12 minutes of football left. Can the Warriors do something they have not done in a long, long time? And that is win at Linton. They're 3/4 of the way home. 20-6 to score. We're back in 1 minute. You're listening to North Knox Warrior Football right here on 105.7 The Ride and WUZR.com.
Graver Post Buildings, trusted throughout the heartland of America, provides the highest quality built post and stud frame structures in the country. Visit with one of our dedicated building department members today and let them show you how affordable a Graver Post building can be. Our quality crews can have your building constructed in no time for years of durability and beauty. Our professional sales staff is on hand to take care of any contractors or do-it-yourselfers. Call the trusted tradition, Graver Post Buildings at 800-264-5013 or visit us online at graverpost.com.
McDonald's makes pickup easier than ever. Download McDonald's app for exclusive deals and more. Earn your way to McCafe drinks with McCafe rewards. Contactless mobile order and pay makes it easy and safe for drive-thru and curbside pickup. The app detects proximity to your local McDonald's and has your order ready for pickup at the drive-thru. Or avoid the line and get your order delivered curbside. Download the app today and start earning free food with McDonald's rewards.
And the kick by Linton on 4th down, and they're just going to let it bounce. Let that ball bounce. And it's going to go down about the 35-yard line. The Warriors will have it there, Ed. 11:51 left to go for the biggest win for the Warriors in quite a long time.
Well, I think you're right, but I say that North Knox has still got a quarter to see if they can play up to the level that they need to beat a championship team like Linton.
I tell you what, another long sustained drive here would be just what the doctor ordered. Let's see if they can do it.
With a cherry on top with a score.
Absolutely. The Warriors have the football at the 34-yard line. They've got to keep the momentum. Right now they have it. 1st and 10 Warriors. Reese Hamilton. Reese. Hands it off outside. It's going to be Holdman. He slips down.
Slipped down.
Looked like he tried to make a cut that time. It slipped. He may have lost a yard or two. Second down. Yeah, if he lost a yard on that one, second down, and actually give him a yard and a half loss. Second down, call him 12. But Ed, it didn't look like he was going to get much even if he kept his footing.
No, I agree with you that Linton did a good job of covering that.
And Holden Dode's out right now. He may have a little bit of a cramp. They're looking at him on the side. Braden Thorne is in.
Looks like in his right hand he got maybe stepped on.
Well, they'll look at him. We'll hope this young man comes back. 5 seconds left to go. They'll probably have to take a timeout here, you would think. And they will. So they'll take a timeout with 11:05 left to go in the game. Warriors lead it by a 20-6 score. We're back after this 30-second break. You're listening to North Knox Warrior Football on 105.7 The Ride, WUZR Bicknell, Vincennes, and WUZR.com.
Built on dedication, Graver Post Buildings has earned the trust of thousands throughout the heartland. A major leader in the post frame industry, you can turn to us for advice, best price, and most durable, long-lasting products and buildings in the country. Buildings for agriculture, commercial, residential, and even new roofs. We have the staff, crews, and supplies to handle your project. Turn to Graver Post, a tradition for over 45 years. Call us today at 800-264-5013. Visit us online at graverpost.com or drop by our showroom near Odin, Indiana.
North Knox 20, Linton 6, 11:05 left to go, but Ed, the big story is going to be, is the hand it's going to be okay?
Yeah, I think that's, and I think he's coming back in. He may have just gotten a little bit of a stinger on it, so he just, he's back in the game. And I think, Tom, I mentioned earlier about Thorne could be in for a few plays too with those fresh legs. Could be a difference. And tonight, you look at Holtman Dode, sure, he's got right around 50 yards, but he hasn't been the one that's really had to do it.
Red Sharon out of the game right now. Braden Thorne is in. Second down and 12 for the Warriors. Here's Reese Hamilton. Reese hands it off Braden. Thorne going to go outside. He's going to go down. He's got the runs. He's going to go down the sideline. 45-40 to the 30 to the 20. Out of bounds. Ed Elliott. Mark a star by that comment. Those fresh legs and the speed of Braden Thorne does it for the Warriors. You go from the thunder of Rhett Sharon to the lightning of Braden Thorne, and he just sped right down that sideline.
Yeah, 38 yards, Tom. Great run.
10:56 left to go. 20-6 Warriors at the 23 of Linton. Ed, and one more touchdown here, and you got to be thinking good about things.
Well, they do. If they can still, they've got to sustain it, Tom. Linton's a team that can score a lot in a hurry.
Yes, they can. Here's Reese Hamilton. Reese keeping it himself. He's going to push outside. He's going to get hit that time and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Second down. That was a design quarterback play. Quarterback keeper out to the right, Ed, and Linton read it well. No gain. Second and 10.
Just wasn't anything there. Good defense.
trying to make sure that this gentleman next to me could see it. I'm trying to kind of go bob and weave here to do that. Second down and 10. Actually, lost the yard, second and 11.
And seeing you bob and weave is something, Tom.
I'm not Muhammad Ali, that is for sure.
Yeah.
Second down and 11.
You look more like Kermit.
Well, it ain't easy being green. Second down and 11.
Yeah, but you make it work.
Perfect. Here's Reese, second down, 11. Hamelman hands it off outside. He's going to push in. Now here's Holman Doge. He's going to go to the 15. He'll get hit and brought down at the 14. Nice run that time of Holman Doge. He kept his feet and was able to get some good yardage. Third down and makeable. Third down at about 6. In the red zone, the Warriors go now for the fourth time. 9:55 and counting. They lead 20-6. 19-yard line. Warriors in the red zone for the fourth time tonight, Ed.
Yeah, now they need to just keep, sustain this. Push them back down. That big run by Thorne really opened things up.
9:36 left to go. Braden's still in there right now. Here's Reese Hamelman. Third down and makeable. Third down and 6. Here's Reed. Braden, he's going to go outside. Thorne to the 15. It's going to come back. He'll go down about the 8-yard line. But yeah, that's exactly right, Ed. The play came from behind the play. It is a hold on North Knox. So they'll back him up 10 more. That'll be 4 penalties for 35 yards. But again, Ed, you see those fresh legs of Braden Thorne with that speed.
Yeah, that's really been a boost of adrenaline here in this fourth quarter.
That's going to make it third down now. They're going to move it back all the way to
10 yards. It is behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, 32. So it'll be third down in a lot. Third down about 16.
This is
17, 18 actually.
You put North Knox in a position. Now, do you pass, Tom, or you just keep it on the ground?
Well, with a 2-touchdown lead, that's the other thing, Ed. If it was a 1-score lead, your options are a little more limited. Now you're just worried about the clock more as anything. 9:17 left. Third down and a long one. Here's Reese. Now they're going to split out. Braden Thorne to the left and Holman Doge right. Reese.
It's open in the middle now.
Here's a direct snap. They're going to push forward. And it's going to be Zach Boyles, I believe. He'll go down at the 25-yard line.
You can look when they unpile and see who it is.
It is Zach Boyles. That's a direct snap play to the fullback, Ed. And here we go. 4th down and 2. That was a big gain. 4th and 3, actually.
No, it's going to be a 13.
Oh, 13. I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong one.
That is a big difference.
4th and 13. Still got 5 out of that one. I didn't think it was that big a game, but 4th and 13. Here we go. Warriors with 8:28 left to go. 4th down and 13. 4-down territory. They're going to have to go for it here. Warriors up 2 scores. Here's Reese. Hamelman hands it outside. Here's going to go in the middle. Here's to Holman Doge. He'll be short.
Yeah, he gets about 4 yards.
Down to the 20-yard line, though, and so the Warriors turn it over on downs, Ed, but they chewed up a lot of clock. 8:09 left to go and up by 2 scores.
And this is the worst field position that Linton's had in a while.
Well, I tell you what, that holding play on Braden Thorne was big.
At 21 yards.
Yep.
21-yard line.
So at the 21, Miners will have it. They got 79 yards left to go for the touchdown to get back to within 1 score. Here's Jennings looking out to throw. Fires it outside. It's going to be incomplete.
Man.
Incomplete. He had his intended receiver. He overthrew him just a little bit that time. The intended receiver for the Miners was Eli Poe. It'll be second down.
And I've got them with only the 3rd pass they've made in this half.
Second down. Clock stops at 8:06, and you got to think they'll probably be going to the air more right now than they have.
Yeah, they'll want the clock to stop when they can, but
exactly.
They don't want them to be incomplete.
Second down. He overthrew his intended receiver that time. Let's see if the Warriors tee off a little bit. Second down. Jennings. In the pistol, spread formation. Wide receivers out left and right. Here's Jennings. And it's a fumble. And it's going to be covered by Linton, but all the way back to about the 17, 18-yard line. They lost a couple. Third down. Third down at 13. 7:52 and counting. Now Linton has all their timeouts. Let's see when they start calling some. Third down.
Boy, this is a big down for North Knox defense.
Trying to draw him offside. It didn't work. Here's Jennings looking over to his coach. Jennings on third down. Back to throw. He looks. He fires it. He's going to go long down the field. It's incomplete. Overthrew him. It's 4th down. Again, Poe, the intended receiver, about midfield. 4th down play coming up for the Miners, Ed, and you'd think they would kick it here, only down 2 scores. We'll see.
Do you go for it?
Well, 4th and 13.
I don't think you do, Tom. I think you punt it at this point.
Yeah.
Your kicker is such a good kicker.
Oh yeah,
too.
Miller just got a great boot.
Yeah. He can put North Knox back in their territory.
Jaden Miller is only a junior. He's got one more year. He'll kick it away. They'll let him do it. That's not a great kick. A low driver.
Kicked it away.
And the Warriors going to let it bounce, and it takes a sideways bounce at about the 44-yard line of North Knox.
But that's still a great punt when you think about it.
So that's about a 45-yard punt with rolls. So the Warriors will get it, though.
A couple of first downs here for North Knox would be big, wouldn't it?
Well, I tell you what, they're up to 7:18 left to go. And with that running attack, Ed, you're going to expect them to chew up clock, and Linton's got to be starting to think timeouts here.
Yeah, and you would also think about Braden Thorne. They've got to be looking out for him. They thought he would come in. It wouldn't be that big a deal, but he's shown to be able to put some real fire into this North Knox offense.
The 44-yard line is where it is. The North Knox Warriors 1st and 10. Sitting on a 2-touchdown lead and trying to do what they can to keep it. Here's Reese Hamelman. And a shift, and what do we have? Was it an offside?
Yeah, against
Linton. They drew him off again.
1st and 5. Boy, well, you look at them now, Tom. I think they're trying to be aggressive. They want to get back in there and make a big play, and that sometimes can cost you.
4 penalties, 25 yards for Linton. 1st down and 5. Ed, we talked about Boonville last year. We talked about Vincent's Lincoln back in 2016. Right now, 7:18 away from adding this game to that list.
I think North Knox needs another score.
Well, they're going to try it here. Here's Reese Hamelman. 1st and 5. Reese. Handoff up the middle. He's going to go Sharon. Rhett jumps outside. He's going to get about 1, and that's it. Down to the 49 of Linton. Maybe midfield. Put it at the 49 of Linton. It'll be 2nd down and 4. You better believe North Knox is not going to do a whole lot of fancy stuff here, Ed. And they've been very good at doing that kind of that punch in the mouth offense where you're going right up the middle, and that's how they scored that 72-yard touchdown.
Well, I think they can't be too conservative here. They need to get a 1st down, Tom, and not give that ball right back to Linton.
That ball is right at midfield, so it'll be 2nd and 4. So give Red Sharon a gain of 1, 2nd down and 4. Here's Reese. Reese Hamelman. Hands it off on the inside. He's going to go 1st down and more. Here's Holtman Jones down the middle of the field. He'll get knocked out at the 20-yard line.
Oh, man, Tom. 30-yard run by Holtman Jones.
That is North Knox's 15th 1st down, and a big one that time, Ed. Warriors in the red zone now for the 5th time.
Yeah, great run. He made the cutback, Tom, and then had that spin move, and when he did that, then the defense was grabbing after him.
Actually, they're right outside the red zone, Ed. They're at the 21. They're at the 21. 1st and 10, though, and the big thing, 6:07 and counting left to go in this one. The clock here is the big thing. Here's Reese Hamelman. 1st and 10 at the 21. Handoff Red. They're in the red zone. They may go to the end zone. To the end zone. It goes down inside the 5, down to the 3-yard line, and another 1st down.
There's a flag, it looks like, possibly.
Let's see what that flag
Maybe
is.
A face mask?
It's down about the 4-yard line.
Well, it has to be a face mask.
And Linton thinks it's a face mask on them. We'll see.
Well, the official picked the flag up, and now he's moving.
It is. Face mask on Linton. 2-yard penalty, but a big 2 yards that is.
Yeah.
5 penalties, 27-yard line, 27 yards in penalties. Warriors will have it down about the 2-yard line, maybe the 1.5 at 1st and goal, and another touchdown probably means the game. 1.5 yard line. Reese Hamelman. Hands it off up the middle. Red to the end zone. Touchdown. Warrior touchdown. 3rd touchdown run of the game for Rhett Sharon. And Ed, that right there just might be coffin nails.
Yeah. Well, it just, right now you haven't been able to see Linton stop North Knox. So the only thing that stopped them this time is a touchdown.
26-6 Warriors with 5:26 left to go. And Holtman Dode's going to go for the 1-point extra point. And everybody is holding there. It'll be a 1-point try for the Warriors, it looks like. And Holtman Dode's about the only thing he's missed so far. He missed one to the right. He missed a 35-yard field goal. Here's the snap. It's down. The kick is up, and the kick looks good. And it is. 26-6. North Knox leads it. And Ed, if you're in Southwest Indiana right now, you're going to see this score, and you're not going to believe it.
No, I think it's reversed. Now the key is just playing good defense and don't give up a quick score.
Exactly.
Because Linton, again, they're a good football team, and they can score in bunches, quickly.
Ed, I believe, if I'm correct on this, it will probably be at least 26 years since North Knox has won in this building, on this field.
Yeah, well, it's you're right. Whether it's a building or a field, either one, I think you're right. I think a lot of the people on the Linton side are in shock now.
He may not want to hear this, but I think the coach, in fact, of the Warriors, who was coaching at the time, is the man sitting off to my right, Joe Lorigan, assistant for Linton.
Yeah.
I believe that would be the last time they won here at Roy Williams. 5:26 left to go. 27-6 Warriors lead it. And Ed, North Knox is going to pull off what people would consider to have been an improbable victory. That's a short kick. It's going to go out of bounds. Oh, the Warriors almost had it.
Yeah.
Oh, my word. They almost got the onside kick. And boy, wouldn't that have been the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you're talking about
and that's Zach Boyles.
Unbelievable effort by Boyles trying to get there and make that play. And I'm telling you, he was within maybe a yard of making it.
In soccer terms, that was like a bicycle kick made in 1994 against Columbia that would have gone in. It would have been a moment of fantastic, icing, and that one almost happened. He missed that one wide, and Boyles just
Linton's
missed this
got
one
the ball now on the 37-yard line.
Here comes Jennings, under center. He's going to hand it off on the inside counter play. They're going to go right down the middle of the field. They're going to get some yardage, and they're going to be brought down at the 45-yard line. So a nice run by Linton.
Yeah, it was. On the 30, I said 37, it's 38-yard line. And he got down to the 46.
And a nice run that time by Padgett, Caitlin Padgett. 5:14 left to go. Warriors up by 3 scores, 27-6. Here's Jennings throwing it outside. Ball is going to be caught, a short gain, inbounds. And the football set down now at the 41. I don't know who got that catch, but it was a short gain. About 5. Second down at 5. Clock continues to run with 4:53 left. Here's Jennings. High snap. He's going to look back. He's going to get hit as he throws. That one's going to be caught outside. Did he get out of bounds?
No.
I don't know.
No, he did not.
He did not. So that was a short pass play again that time to Drew Smith. Warriors keep him in. It's third down, too. It's only 3rd and 2. He gained about 3 yards. 3rd down and 2. 3rd down and 2. Jennings.
Well, we need an interception now, Tom.
He's going to keep it himself. First down, it looks like he gets a spin move. He'll go down right to 35, so first down. So he got the first down, but the clock keeps running at 7th first down for Linton. That's been it. 4:15 left to go. They'll move the chains and start the clock. 27-6 Warriors lead by 21. Here's Jennings. He's going to hold it himself. He's going to roll out. He's going to throw it downfield long. And it is going to be incomplete.
Overthrown.
He overthrew his intended receiver.
That was some good pressure by North Knox, too. I think he had to throw it just a little bit quicker than he wanted to.
Looks like he was going that time downfield for Drew Smith and Braden Thorne in coverage. And as we mentioned, it's those fresh lengths that he had. And he was able to do a really nice job on Smith. It'll be second down, make it 2nd and 10. Jennings, 2nd and 10. Looks out right. He'll look to throw. He will set. He's got plenty of time. Now he throws it across the field. Incomplete. 3rd down. Boy, I tell you what, he had a wide open receiver out there on the other side with some open field and couldn't hit it.
Well, I think that's the experience of a sophomore, Tom. Yep. I think it just is.
He had Eli Poe out there and couldn't hit him.
Yeah. a year from now, he'll make that pass.
I think so. I do. I mean, I like this kid. I really, really like this kid. 3rd down and 10. Here's Jennings. Jennings rolls out left. Gonna look to throw. He's going to get hit as he throws it. He'll throw it way downfield, and ball is going to be.
Caught.
Is it incomplete?
Yeah, that was.
Oh, he got it. Touchdown.
Yeah.
They're going to call it a touchdown.
Well, the official wasn't in position to call it, and I think that's unfortunate.
So he did get the touchdown. So the touchdown pass that time went to Jaden Miller.
What yard line were they on, Tom? I could not see.
They're about on the 40? I'm going to call it a 40-yard touchdown pass. So there is a touchdown there with 3:45 left. It's 27-12. They're going to go for 2, it looks like.
Yeah, I think I would. They have nothing to lose here.
3:45 left to go in the game, and the Warriors still lead at 27-12. They can get it within a 13-point game if they get it in here. It's 15 right now.
Well, I couldn't see any better than the official, but I don't.
And they're going to try to burrow it in. Did he get in?
No, if they did, the official's not calling it.
So it looks like it's short.
Oh, now he calls it.
So they called it. They called it good.
He can roll over a couple of times and get in.
So there is the 2-point conversion. That makes it 26-14. Or 27, excuse me, my apology. 27-14. So North Knox leads at 27-14 with 3:45 left.
Now you know that Linton here is in a situation where they're going to have to onside.
They have to. North Knox has got to get their hands team up front. It looks like that's what they're going to do.
Yeah, they're going to have to get in their regular formation because they've had more success kicking it over the front line.
Both teams, I believe, actually North Knox has 2 timeouts. Linton with all 3. 3:45 left to go, and the Warriors still up 27-14. Ed, that was a fantastic touchdown pass.
Well, I'm not sure it was. I think the official couldn't see it, but the guy held on to it after he fell on top of it, and then they gave him the touchdown.
And the man who made the catch, Jaden Miller, is the man that looks like he's going to kick it off.
Yeah. Well, the video will show it to somebody.
Warriors 12. I take it back. It is not. It was a regular kicker that time, Drew Smith. My apology. So let's see if Smith tries to go onside here. You would think he is. He's going to set up for an onside to the right. It's going to be picked up. I don't know who got it.
I don't. Now the players are saying.
And the Warriors get it, I believe. Yes, they do. Big play. And Zach Boyles was on the end of it again.
Yeah, we've seen him do that tonight a couple of times.
At the 46, the Warriors have it.
Yeah, they got
42 left to go.
Good field position, and Linton, how many timeouts? What they've got?
They've got all 3 of their timeouts.
Yeah. So they've got. North Knox is going to have to get a first down.
They got to get at least, I would say, 2 first downs. That is the key. They got to get 2 first downs.
It's 3:42 left in the game.
They cannot go 3 and out here. That is the thing. Here's Reese. Hamelman. Hands up the middle, Rhett. Sharon going to push forward. Goes down right in midfield. Got about 4 on that one. It'll be second down. And a timeout taken by Linton. Yep. Miners going to have to start taking their timeouts now. 27-14, 3:37 left to go. And I tell you what we're going to do back at the station. Let's take our final 30 in the game. This 30-second timeout right now. We'll be back. Warriors trying to hold on. They lead 27-14. Back in 30 right here on 105.7 The Right, WUZR.com.
Good evening, Warrior sports fans. Just like the North Knox Warriors take their lunch pail to work every day, we work hard at your insurance. Contact Stephen Hobbs at Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and let him work hard for you with all of your life, auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs. It's Stephen Hobbs, your exclusive player of the game sponsor. Start with local Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance agent Stephen Hobbs at 812-882-9691 and stop knocking on wood.
4-yard gain out of Rhett Sharon. It'll be second down at about 6. And Ed, the North Knox Warriors, if they can get a first down here, will be a lot closer to finally cementing this game.
Yes, I agree, Tom. But I think if they do if they get to a fourth down and they're not there, I do think they'll probably want to kick it.
Well, you would think so. Anyway, here's Reese. Hammelman, tight formation. Handoff outside. Sharon going to push his way forward, and he's going to get a couple more yards. He got about 3 more. It'll be third down, and let's see where they put it.
Another timeout, did they call it?
They called him 1 yard. Third down at about 5. I thought he got more than that. Third down at 5. And then did they call another timeout? They did. We'll keep it here. Third down at 5 for the Warriors.
Well, this is really a big play for North Knox. They've got to try to get a first down. I think the circumstances, Tom, of course, the wide side of the field is back to the left, but they have run that play where, Reese Hammelman rolls out to the left and then throws it downfield. And they may want to look at that or try to, if they've had success. Remember, Holtman Doge ran it around the left side and got big yardage.
Well, the North Knox Warriors, actually in Linton for that matter too, have done a nice job tonight, I thought, of avoiding the key defensive play. The one big mistake that Linton probably made was that interception in the end zone where Boyd was able to pick it off.
Yeah, that was, this game has been almost turnover free except for that.
So the North Knox Warriors, there have been a couple of turnovers, but that was the biggest one of the game.
That's the one that was the key. The others really didn't make that much difference.
You're exactly right. Third down at 5. Here comes Reese Hammelman. They need 5 here. Now they're going to...
Almost got 5.
Yep, almost. Reese. Hands it off on the outside. It's going to be Rhett. Sharon going to push forward, and she's very, very, very,
They're
very
gonna
close.
Make it short.
It's going to be about a yard short. Fourth down. It'll be 4th and 1. I thought maybe Rhett would have had it. He did not. Another timeout. That's the third timeout for Linton. They're out of timeouts now.
Well, I tell you, if North Knox keeps this, gets the first down, then I think it's over.
Yep. Maybe pretty close to there now with a 13-point lead, but the Warriors need to make sure of it.
Yeah, I think still. You've got 2 scores where you can kick an extra point, and Linton could win the game.
Well, we'll have to see what happens. If Linton scores a touchdown, if they get the ball back, they're going to go for 2. You know that.
Oh, I don't think there's any question. They want to do that.
That would make it a 5-point game.
Yeah.
If they were to be successful. But again, let's wipe all that stuff out of our head.
Here you go. Here's the fantasy football, Tom. You fake a dive play and then you pass it for a touchdown.
We'll see. I think if I know North Knox's mindset, I don't think it's on Josh Chambers' list of things to do.
No, I hope he doesn't think that way on this. This is one where you just take that ball and run it just as hard as you can. And I can't see them stopping North Knox.
Here's another thing. They've never done this before, but Reese Hammelman with a pooch kick. What do you think about that?
Well, not at this point. I think 4th down and a half yard to go, Tom.
Yeah.
To potentially seal the game is very important.
So the Warriors, 4th down and about a yard. To get the first down, boy, it's going to put him in wonderful shape. Here's Reese Hammelman. Reese gets forward, and he's, I don't know, we'll find out.
Oh, look, he came out. Oh, he's going to call him short. I see the official. He kind of walked with a right. He walked to the right.
So Reese Hammelman tried to bounce it into the line.
Oh, where's the football?
They're going to bring the football here.
Oh, look at him. Oh, man.
And it does look short.
Yeah.
Did they replay? What's going on?
I don't have a clue.
What is going on here?
I don't know.
They're going to call it. They're going to call that they didn't start to play it, and North Knox gets it again for 4th down.
Well, I tell you what, that's the last game these officials will have here at Linton.
And let's see, they didn't stop the clock either. Now they're going to talk it over.
Now, yeah.
Now they're going to talk it over. We'll see what they do. They're going to talk it over. Clock at 3:13. So we'll have to see what happens.
Maybe if
they may replay the down, but simply reset the clock.
Well, I think the only doubt is about the clock.
So they're going to replay the down. They'll set it to 3:22.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
So they're going to play it again. 4th down.
They can't get a half yard in 2 plays, Tom.
Reese Hamilton. Let's see what he does. It looks like he's going to set up for that sneak. We'll find out. He's going to keep it himself. He's going to push forward. He got it that time. So the Warriors get the big first down that they need. At the 41-yard line with 3:15 left to go and Linton out of timeouts. Now, Ed, there's going to be a little controversy about this one. They think of the Missouri 5th down situation, but
well, the controversy could have been if the game was a 1-point game.
Yeah, no, that is the one saving grace.
This
here.
Is a 2-touchdown game.
Yeah,
and it's been a North Knox game.
All right, North Knox has dominated this game. I mean, there's just no doubt about it. Here's Reese Hamilton, 1st and 10. Reese.
Well, let's score again.
Hands off on the inside. Hold Bendo. It's going to go right down the middle. He's going to get stemmed by the tide that kind of got 2 yards. But the enemy is the clock, and it keeps running. 2:34 left to go. 2nd down at about 7. Got 3. North Knox can just wind the clock down, and Ed, that's exactly what they're going to do.
Oh, I don't think they worry about it so much now. They just need to take their time and snap it at the last second.
For the first time since the mid-1990s, the North Knox Warriors are going to win at Roy Williams Field.
Well, they've got a good opportunity to do it, Tom, but there's still 2 minutes left.
2:05 and counting.
We've seen some scores happen quick.
Reese Hamilton hands it off Sharon. Red pushes his way forward. He's got some yardage. He's going to go toward the end zone. He's out of the 20 to the 19. Down. A first down, and Rhett Sharonhead has been doing it all game long, and he just did it again.
Man, I tell you, Rhett Sharon, he's done some running today, Tom.
That is the 6th time the North Knox Warriors have been in the red zone with 1:42 left to go, and they lead 27-14.
Yeah, they could very well score again.
And they've only scored twice, Ed. They're 2 of 5 in the red zone.
Yeah.
They've only scored twice in there. They're 2 of 5 in the red zone. The ball down to the 18-yard line. 1:25 and counting. Left to go.
They're going to do the kneel down.
And they're going to do the victory formation, it looks like. They do. I'm going to turn this crowd mic up so you can hear what we're hearing. The North Knox Warriors right now cheering. We only had 130 tickets, Ed, and all 130 people are here on their feet.
They are, and they've had a lot to cheer about.
The Warriors, with under a minute left to go, will win for the first time, Ed, since the 1990s at Roy Williams Field.
Well, it's unfortunate North Knox kind of spoils the homecoming.
They did. That's the 3rd one they've done, Ed. And let's see if they kneel down again. Hamilton going to go for it. And that will be that. 35 seconds left to go, Ed. A historic occasion. The North Knox Warriors have come into Roy Williams Field, which has been a house of horrors over the years. They played their own trick, Ed, and they're going to walk away with the treat as they're going to win this game. 10 seconds left to go. The Warriors all out jumping and cheering on the field. The fans cheering in the stands. And 7 seconds, 5, we'll count it down. 3, 2, 1, game over. Warriors win it. The final score, the North Knox Warriors win it by the final of 27-14 over the Linton Miners. We're back in this 2-minute break with the Graber postgame show. You're listening to North Knox Warrior Football, 105.7 The Ride, WUZR, Bicknell, Vincennes, and WUZR.com.
Pretty when you exercise or participate in sports. Painful when you're on the job or working around the house. Many shoulder and knee problems.
McDonald's makes pickup easier than ever. Download McDonald's app for exclusive deals and more. Earn your way to McCafe drinks with McCafe rewards. Contactless mobile order and pay makes it easy and safe for drive-through and curbside pickup. The app detects proximity to your local McDonald's and has your order ready for pickup at the drive-through. Or avoid the line and get your order delivered curbside. Download the app today and start earning free food with McDonald's rewards.
Warrior fans, this is Randy Hamelman at Hamelman Farms, a.k.a. Laid Back Acres. Here at Laid Back Acres, we not only sell DeKalb and Asgrow products, but we are right there with you by planting these products as well. DeKalb and Asgrow seeds are great teammates for you and your farm with proven yield and a disease package that is second to none. Just like DeKalb and Asgrow, Warrior football is up for the challenge and ready to battle all season long. Here at Hamelman Farms, we're proud to be a part of this great community. Go Warriors, and God bless.
Have a shoulder or knee bothering you? Hurting when you exercise or participate in sports? Painful when you're on the job or working around the house? Many shoulder and knee problems are treated with simple rehab. But when surgery is necessary, Dr. Terry Fenwick provides the latest outpatient arthroscopic techniques to reduce pain and recovery time so you can return to your work and activities faster. Don't let shoulder or knee pain get you down any longer. See Dr. Fenwick, a leader in sports medicine. Get answers, get results, get Quest Orthopedics on Willow Street in Vincennes. If you haven't heard, the state of Indiana is paying for Ivy Tech classes in some certificate programs through the Next Level Jobs program. These certificates are short-term training that can lead to quality employment in many fields, including healthcare and information technology. If you need education and training to prepare for a new career quickly, apply to Ivy Tech today and ask them about Indiana's Next Level Jobs program. Apply at ivytech.edu/apply now. Classes start October 26th and January 19th.
2016 versus Vincennes Lincoln. 2019 versus Boonville. 2020 versus Linton. Ed, what do the three have in common? North Knox won on all three opponents' homecomings.
Yeah, that's well, they want to play more homecomings now.
This is the Graber Post Game Show presented by Graber Post Buildings, where you can make your building project a winner when you use Graber Post Buildings as your quarterback for plans to completion. That's Graber Post Buildings on the Odin-Candleberg Road. Let's take a look at the scoring. Rhett Sharon with 3 touchdowns tonight for the North Knox Warriors, 3 out of their 4. The first one, a sustained drive, a 3-yard run at 2:04 of the first period of play. Holden Dodes the extra point, making it 7-0. Then at 9:10 of the second quarter, if there had to be a play of the game, this was at a 72-yard run off a simple off-tackle play. Rhett Sharon takes it all the way to the house, going from right to left. The kick by Holton Dodes, 14-0. Then Linton, running back within 14-6 on a Jennings pass to the end zone for the touchdown. That made it 14-6 North Knox, and that's how we went to halftime. The Warriors did not score on their first time they had the ball in the second half, but they scored on their second. Reese Hamelman able to take it in on a 2-yard run after Rhett Sharon set things up with a touchdown that was called out of bounds at the 2. 2 plays later, Reese Hamelman goes in for the score. That makes it 20-6. Then Rhett Sharon, his 3rd touchdown of the game on a 2-yard run. The extra point was successful by Holton Dodes, his 3rd out of 4 successful extra points, 27-6. And then Linton scored on an absolutely fantastic pass play to Jaden Miller from Jennings, 40 yards. That made it 27-14. The extra point was a 2-point run that was successful by a couple of inches, but they did get it in and made it 27-14. And then the Warriors able to take advantage of a crucial 4th down play that went over. Actually, that's a very controversial play to go over, but the Warriors able to get that first down, and they wind up winning it by the final of 27-14. First downs, North Knox tonight had 18. I had 7 for Linton. North Knox 2 of 6 in the red zone. Linton 1 of 2. 1 interception for Reese Hamelman tonight. Linton with 1 fumble and a big interception in the end zone that also, Ed, I thought turned the momentum around.
It did, Tom, and I think, North Knox, we can watch down below us here, the celebration of the fans going down on the field. And,
yeah.
And a lot of the fans that were in the stands were parents or grandparents of players. And so it's just great to see this kind of a celebration and to cap off all the work and the frustration that North Knox has had to experience with the COVID-19 situation.
Penalties, by the way, quickly 4 for 25 for North Knox and 5 for 27 for Linton. So pretty even there. Now it's time for the individual statistics for this one and Ed Elliott.
Well, Tom, we look at first Linton. I talk about Drew Smith, one of their top players. He ended up carrying the ball 8 times for 45 yards, 16 of those yards in the second half. Trey Goodman, again, one of their top players, he ended up carrying the ball 5 times for only 10 yards, and he got 3 of those in the second half. Kalen Paget, he carried the ball 5 times in the ball game for a total of 8 yards, and he got -3 in the second half. Hunter Jennick, he carried the ball 9 times for 36 yards and only had 1 yard in the second half. So when we look at Linton, they ended up with 82 yards rushing in the first half, 17 yards rushing in the second half, 99 yards for the game. Passing, Hunter Jennick, he was 7 of 17, Tom, for a total of 92 yards. He had 59 of those yards in the second half, 40 of them on one play that had a little bit of, I questioned anyway, but it was counted as a pass, completed pass. So Linton had 33 yards passing in the first half, 59 in the second half for a total of 92 yards. Rushing and passing, Linton for the ball game, Tom, had 99 yards rushing, 92 yards passing for 191 yards. Now we look at North Knox, and this is really something, Tom, when you look at it. When I was looking at these things, that when we have Zach Boyles, he carried it once for 5 yards. Braden Thorne carried it once. What a big carry, Tom, for that 38-yard run by Braden Thorne that just kind of took the air out of Linton. Then he had a total of 38 yards on that one carry. Then we had Holtman Dodds. He carried it 15 times, Tom, for 90 yards. He had 43 in the second half. Now, let's see. Who was the other person that carried the ball, Tom? Could you remember?
Named Sharon, I think.
Yeah, you're right. I've got it here. He carried the ball. Tom, really, this is 26 times for 258 yards, and 104 of those in the second half.
Who's that masked man who's coming up right here, except for probably the happiest man at Roy Williams Field?
Well, he almost broke his face with that smile he had down there at the end of this ball game.
Well, he's wearing his mask right now, so we can't. Yeah. Now we can.
Well, we could tell. We could see it through the mask.
So again, head coach Josh Chambers, and first time, as far as I can tell, since the mid-1990s that North Knox has won here. They have not won here while I've been broadcasting North Knox football, going back to 2000. And tonight, you kind of atone for many, many, many years of North Knox not playing well at this facility.
Here's what it boils down to. Our kids did a fantastic job of just deciding that it was time, right? And I got to give some credit to Coach Meeks at Rensselaer. They taught us a lesson last weekend, right? Trust who you are, do what you do, make the plays, but do it within who you are. Okay, have an identity. And I'm going to tell you right now, tonight our identity was Rhett Sharon, and it was a very big wrecking ball. Rhett had a great night. Our 5-0 lineman, we challenged him this week, and they just essentially decided that it's time to turn the page. It's time to step up and start playing like the kids we know they are. And I'm just going to tell you guys, our kids deserve all the credit for this, because not only did they take the game plan that us as coaches put on the board, right? They took that game plan, but they executed it flawlessly other than one deep pass, right? Linton had a nice drive early, but we just squatted. We caught up, we squatted, we tackled, we made plays, we forced punts. And then, I don't know what time of possession was, but I'm going to tell you, we had it a long time.
Yes.
And physical, we didn't turn it over. We made a mistake or two, but that's the key to success. How do you respond? How do you come out after the half? And our guys did everything that a team of young men needs to do.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to say one more thing before I give it to Ed, and that is Rhett Sharon. We're going to get to him in a second. He definitely deserves a game ball tonight. We'll get to that here in a second. But I'll tell you who the hidden star of the game was Braden Thorne. When he came in, when you needed a big run or two late, he delivered.
Yes, and Ed came out, he was cramping. God knows he played inside linebacker and carried the ball probably 25 times. So by Braden coming in, we had that extra step, and that run right there,
38 yards.
Completely massive in the swing of the game. Yeah. You're talking major run that ends up, we get the ball back at the half there. He runs that ball down. And then we get the second half and that run for a first down. And then next thing you know, we're working the ball left and right. It was like a dance, you see. Left, inside, outside, off tackle, sneak a pass in there. But in that second half, you know, our boys wanted it. And I just told Reese, I said, what do you want to do here? And Reese said, I'm just going to tell you, we want to run power, counter, trap, and sweep, and we want to beat them. I said, okay, well then let's do it. Tell the kids, do it.
Well, I thought your first quarter was the best quarter you've played all year.
Absolutely.
And I thought the first quarter really set the whole tone of the game. You won the game in the first quarter, and how you went after Linton, you stopped them, you penetrated defensively where they couldn't do anything, and offensively you just ran them back all the time. They were backing up.
We won both sides of the line of scrimmage. Yeah. We won it across the board. And they were trying to even cut us, and we talked to our boys about it. The big thing, I'll tell you, and again, I'm going to give all the credit to the fine young men on our team. We challenged them this week. Who are we? What are we? How do we want to be remembered? How do we want to do this? And I'm just going to tell you, our sophomore offensive linemen tonight grew. Right? They became more than just sophomore kids that are starting now. Now they're players. And again, that's credit to the boys. That's got nothing to do with us as coaches. That's the kids deciding that they're going to take the reins to this, and we're going to get them in the right position, but they're going to take care of business, and I'm proud of them. I'm amazingly proud of them.
It's a long way from that game one against Sullivan, ain't it?
Yes. This game right here is, I told the boys at the end of the game, this is what we thought we were going to be once we figured it out. You know what I'm saying? This was it. Once we figured out who we are, we thought that this is the team we were going to have. And it doesn't stop here.
Yeah.
It's about being better every day. And these kids have it in them, and I am extremely proud of them.
Well, when you look at this, too, Tom was mentioning about Joe Lorig. He was he was the head coach at North Knox in 94 when they beat Linton, and then Sean McDowell in 2009 won here. But it's just
actually they won at home. Last win here was 94.
Well, I mean, they won against Linton. I'm sorry, but
you're talking a competitive ball game against a cross county, across the border team. They're very well coached. Coach Oliver does a great job with his kids, and like I said, I'm super proud of our guys. They played a good ball game, and the Linton kids played a good ball game. So they were physical, we were physical, and we were able to win the line of scrimmage, and that was the difference in the game.
Well, not making mistakes is
absolutely
a big difference in a tight ball game like this.
Time of possession.
Yeah.
The one thing, though, you said you thought Hamilton had to throw 70%. He came up a little short of that, but he still won.
But that's okay, because the other things that we did, we forced them to keep safeties back because they knew that Holtman Dodge was always a threat, right? And we didn't always get him the ball, but we threw it enough and moved it enough. We rolled the pocket. We didn't straight drop back. We play actioned, and it looked good, and the kids did a nice job across the board.
Well, I thought your difference, too, in your shift out of your formation that kind of screwed up Linton.
Changes the snap count, changes the line of sight.
They didn't really know what to do. When they got that first offsides when you did that, then they were just never the same.
No, and what we were trying to do with that, you're trying to change their eyes and change their snap count. So you can't just tee up and run if you think someone's going to shift.
Yeah.
So you keep them honest, you run your counter series, you run your double handoffs, and then you just run your down-home power to take care of business, and that's what our boys did.
Well, this is a heck of a game to build off of.
Absolutely. Springboard for us.
Now, you've got it, as big as this game is, you got a bigger one next week. It's for the Southwest Conference Final when you take on North Davies and Cougar Valley.
When you're us, like I told the boys tonight, it's all uphill from here. We're climbing. We're not stopping. It's a ladder. We need to get to the top, and next week is another one of those challenges, and I am positive that our boys are going to look forward to it because they're just great, hard-working kids.
Coach, congratulations. Enjoy this one. I'm sure you will. We'll see you Thursday night.
Appreciate it, guys.
And we'll see you Thursday night for North Knox tonight, and a great win. We'll be back with our honor roll after this 1 minute break. Oh, we still got stats? Okay.
I just had Rhett Sharon. To finish up, and Rhett Sharon carried the ball 26 times for 258 yards is what I had, with 104 in the second half. North Knox had 405 for the game, 405 yards rushing in the game, and 23 yards passing for 428 rushing and passing yards versus Linton's 191 rushing and passing.
Sounds okay. I think now we're ready for our honor roll. We'll have that coming up in 1 minute. You're listening to North Knox Warrior Football right here on 105.7 The Ride at WUZR.com.
Save up to 40% on your groceries at Save-A-Lot. Amazing quality, fantastic prices, satisfaction guaranteed, or 100% money back. Fresh meat is cut in store daily, and special orders on meat are available.
Fresh bone-in pork sirloin roast is 69 cents a pound. In Farmington, 40-ounce hickory smoked bacon is $7.99. 3-pound bags of yellow onions are $1.49, and 30.6 ounces of Maxwell House Original Roast coffee is $4.99.
Shop and save at your Vincent Save-A-Lot, where bananas are 44 cents a pound every day.
Farming isn't easy. If it were, everybody would be doing it. Irrigating your fields, however, can be easy with a call to Ileana Irrigation, your local Reinke dealer. With innovative products like the Reinke Touch Screen Control Panel and Navigator GPS systems, the irrigation professionals at Ileana Irrigation are ready to provide you with a dependable, easy-to-use Reinke system that will add yield and profit to your operation. Farming isn't easy, but partnering with Ileana Irrigation and Reinke is an easy choice to make. Reinke, more right than rain at Ileana Irrigation, your local irrigation experts.
Time now for our honor roll, and let's start off with the Hamilton DeKalb, the key stat of the game. And Ed Elliott, we hand it to you for this one.
Well, Tom, I think you talked about some stats about first downs and so forth, but I think you look at the you look at the
I think I know where you're going.
258 yards by a player. I mean, I
knew where you were going.
I tell you what, Tom, if you were to run 258 yards on this field, you would be lying down right now.
You may be right about that, especially if it's continuous. If you want to improve your financial stats, next growing season, look at Randy Hamilton with a winning plan for winning yields with DeKalb Seed and your man at Laid Back Acres, Randy Hamilton at Hamilton DeKalb. Now, probably the easiest game ball presentation we're ever going to make.
You can handle this one.
Stephen Hobbs at Farm Bureau Insurance, and Ed, what a game of red share.
Yeah, there's no question. He was the one that carried North Knox on his back tonight from running.
By the way, we got one more, Ed, and you need to pull that out. This is our new one.
Thanks a lot.
Let Stephen Hobbs win your trust with Life Health, Auto, Renters, and Farm, including crop insurance. See Stephen Hobbs, Farm Bureau Insurance, and stop knocking on wood. Now we've got one more, Ed. Go ahead.
Now it's time for the Tough Cut Fabricators. Tough Cut Fabricators, tough player of the game. Tough Cut Fabricators is in the former Thompson Chevrolet building at 110 South Main in Bicknell, specializing in monograms, address signs, and more. Find Tough Cuts on Facebook or call 812-890-1837.
Ed, I'd love to hear who you think a tough player of the game is.
Oh, man, I'm telling you, Tom, I would look, an individual player is going to be hard to put the name on somebody, but I thought early on, the guy that set the tone defensively, I thought Blake Long did really a nice job, and I think he deserves the tough player of the game. Tough player of the game.
I agree with you. I'll tell you why. Because not necessarily because he made the play, but because he's only 145, 150 pounds.
Yeah.
And he made a couple of wrestling moves early, and like you said, really set the tone. But later on, I got to give a lot of credit to Levi Brocksmith. Also, Wesley Boyd, I got to give him credit for two turnover recoveries, one a fumble, one an interception. That interception in the end zone really changed momentum. But I agree. I think setting the tone, Blake Long's your toughest player of the game.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, that's our wrap up for tonight. Great job again by our studio producer, Jonathan Lang. I hope it was worth the time tonight. Thank you for joining us. North Knox plays for the Southwest Conference title coming up next week at Cougar Valley against North Davies. 27-14 North Knox wins its first win at Roy Williams Field since 1994. Have yourself a great evening. For Ed Elliott and Jonathan Lang, I'm Tom Lee saying so long from Roy Williams Field.